Welcome to D&D Night on DDOstream, sponsored by Fantasy Grounds, the most supported virtual tabletop with more official licenses than any other virtual tabletop. Visit fantasygrounds.com or at fantasygrounds2 on Twitter to learn more. This is D&DCaSplat. I'm Patrick, your dungeon master and host this evening. A quick production note for the studio view. We are actually pre-recording this and then broadcasting it at our normal time. 7 p.m. Eastern on Sundays, just because of schedules and stuff. But we want to make sure that we didn't miss a week, and because we all like playing, and it's lots of fun. So, playing with us tonight, we've got Drac.
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
We have Lessah.
Hi. Wasn't ready. The mic was up.
Yes.
Hi.
Hello. Actually, Lessah, who's your character? We should say your character briefly, who your character is, that kind of stuff.
Yes, my name is Rhonda, and I am a bard, and I am ready to sing for you, etc., etc. You just fill in the words. It's fine. Drink.
Oh, boy.
Have a drink. It'll sound better.
And Drac, who are you playing?
I am Akasha. I am a depressed rogue.
Thanks. And let's see. Moving on, we've also got Mythery.
Hi, Ivy the cleric.
And Nohbob.
Hi, I'm Nohbob. I play Milton Migglesworth, the halfling sorcerer at medium.
And Rent.
I am Rent. I play Drachien Bugbane, the paladin who can never do good enough by his own standards.
It's a common problem for many of us, I think. Unable to join us tonight is Saba Jade, who normally plays with us. And then we think Taeranos will be here to join us, but we're not really sure where he is. So we're starting without him. Yay. All right, then. So when last we met, what happened? Well, you guys took back the outpost from a bunch of goblins. And hopefully everyone has that map shared with them now. And kind of what was going on is you were escorting this merchant, kind of a shady feller, and his 2 bodyguards and his 4 drivers and wagons. Actually, there should be a 5th wagon here because he's got his own wagon. I'll work on that. And basically, you agreed to take him to this outpost. And when you got there, you found that it was occupied by not what you thought it was going to be occupied of, human, elf, normal, mostly player character races, and a garrison of guards. However, it was being occupied by hobgoblins and goblins, and an ogre that Rent maybe convinced to surrender before killing him. He's not really sure yet. He's still kind of trying to work that one out. Hello. But anyways, so last time was basically entirely combat, partly because attack rolls at a certain point in time became hard to connect. So you have just kind of cleared out the outpost of the, quote, bad guys. It's still night, which actually I can do I'll give it the nice nighttime vibe. Fantasy Grounds, just because we can do fun things with Fantasy Grounds. So you've taken control back of the outpost. Just a reminder, the doors on the outpost are brokenly ajar. They are off of their hinges to a varying degrees depending on the hinge. But the doors themselves are still, they're pretty solid doors, but they're a little busted and stuff. One might gather that the ogre came crashing through them. There's lots of bodies around, both those that you've killed and those of the garrison. So here you are. What would you like to do?
Do we want to look to see if maybe they captured or put survivors anywhere, if there are any survivors?
Yes, agreed.
I should note that the 2 tents that I put the little flamey thing over, those ones are basically like burned to the ground.
Oh.
Okay. And the only structures in this space are the 5 tents, and then the walls, then the stairs to the parapets. Correct?
Yes. The kind of the brown tent, is you'll discover quickly is it's not like a sleeping tent. The other ones are all kind of quarters, barracksy tents. That one is kind of like the main, like the mess hall / group play, communal tent, if you will.
On top of that, maybe we should also search the hobgoblins and see, or search all the dead things and see if we find any additional information which might be useful.
Go ahead and your choice. Roll investigation or perception.
Ooh.
Anyone can do that. At least anyone who wants to touch the dead bodies.
Perception or
Investigation. Your choice.
aha.
I have a great skill of 0.
In both. Oh my goodness. 3 from Drake, 10 from Rhonda, and 8 from Akasha.
Oof.
Everyone, there are dead
Oh my
bodies on the
goodness.
ground.
Ha!
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
A
man.
natural 20 from Ivy.
Natty 20.
There we go. Nohbob, did you want to?
Yes, a mighty 8.
All right.
I am somehow not surprised that at least Ivy, has her back.
So Drachien is kind of wandering around and sees a nice little spit on the fire and a little hunk of meat and takes it off of, takes a little piece off and, munches on it a little bit. That's what he's found is a hunk of meat over the fire. Let's see. Akasha there's lots of dead bodies. You're able to kind of count them up of a grand total of, it looks like there's 17 guards that are dead. But you're a little squeamish about getting too close to them, I guess. Milton, you kind of help. Milton and Akasha probably kind of for that. Ivy, Rona. Let's see. Rona, starts searching some of the bodies, and whatnot. You find, let's see. Maybe you're kind of an inquisitive person, are you not?
A little, but this is a dead body.
Excellent.
Okay.
It's okay. So you find what looks like to be the captain of the guard's tent, which would be the one all the way in the north, as evident by the fact it's the only tent that has only one bed. It has a couple of nice things. It also has a chest in it. Ivy, however, is apparently accustomed to all of this stuff with her religious nature, and searches all the bodies. She's able to determine that the hunk of meat roasting over the fire is a dead guard's leg.
I thought it tasted like people.
They're having a barbecue.
Oh.
And she kind of is able to kind of gather up the different bodies, and you find she's able to find a total of 20 silver and 150 copper. So we'll put that in. Let's see. I can. Aha. Add maybe. Let's see if I can do this right. 50. No. 20 silver pieces. Maybe. Perhaps. I don't know if that worked. Oh, hey. I don't even need to do it.
It's in the parcel items area.
It is. Let's see if that. Nope. Stop editing and. All right. Well, maybe not. Anyways, so she finds 20 silver and 150 copper. She also finds what appears to be the captain of the guard, and he's got a nice breastplate. And a key on his person. Other than that, you just kind of find used and broken weapons and nothing horribly of excitement.
Cool. Hey guys, I found a key.
Ooh, a
Mhm.
key. I wonder what it could go to. Maybe we
there's-
should take a look in the tents and see if we find anything there.
The merchant, by the way, and the commoners or the drivers, they're kind of cleaning up a little air, like cleaning out the bodies of the main area. The drivers are, anyways, and the merchant's kind of setting up shop in the middle, and they're just kind of settling in. Anyone want to do anything?
Where's Rhonda? Rhonda. Find anything?
Present.
Muted.
Muted. Like, why isn't anybody listening to me? It's fine. Well, there's a bed with I think it might be the guard captain's bed, or like, what? I mean, does this feel wrong to anyone else, or I feel like,
Well, we should probably at least try to determine what these hobgoblins or what these goblins were trying to be here for. So
Mhm.
kind of finding out a little bit about maybe what's going on. I mean, I really don't like rifling through people's stuff. Like, that doesn't seem like, I don't know, a nice thing to do for the most part. But
it doesn't. But they're not
bed.
using it. One, they're not using it. Two, if we don't do it and put it to a good, for the greater good, somebody else is going to come along and take it and maybe use it for some nefarious purpose. So I think the safest hands, much like Captain America's, are our own. I mean, what? Who's Captain America? Nobody knows.
I think
I think the
well,
safest hands are our own.
Player knowledge. Player
uh,
knowledge.
Right?
okay, so maybe we should check his tent, the captain's tent,
Yeah.
to see if underneath maybe there's like a chest or something,
Maybe he
or
kept a diary.
I don't know. Should we make Rona make a persuasion check?
Who am I persuading?
The party.
Oh, the party.
Oh, I buy it. I buy it.
sounds
Hook,
good.
line, and sinker. I'm in.
Bam! Oh my god!
No, terrible idea. No,
That's just
backing
what-
away.
I
was
just
a one.
accept it. I'm like, her explanation, her actual role play was good enough to be like, oh, okay, that
We'll just
makes
pretend
sense.
that she didn't roll a 1.
Exactly.
Yes.
Oh, my persuasion game is off today.
Hey, at least you
apparently
were
they're-
only trying to persuade us.
Exactly.
I'm persuaded.
Yeah. Well, at least the drivers seem to be uninspired by your speech.
Well, what are you gonna do?
I'm for sure gonna look for what this key fits into.
Yeah, I'll go in the captain's tent and kind of
Yeah, I'd like to see what's in the captain's tent as well.
take a little
please.
look-see around.
You already know what's in the captain's tent. You found a chest, Lessah.
But there's a that's I want to surprise the party.
Yeah, have
What
at
the-
it.
Oh, look, there is a chest in this tent. Who knew? Wait a minute, wait for it. Who knew?
Is
Well,
it
it's
locked?
marginally better.
I don't know. I didn't try to open it.
I-
Somebody try to open it.
I think you did.
Insight. Okay, you got me. You got me. I knew, but I sort of. This is a really weird situation. I think the rogue should open this chest.
I think that's a good plan.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a 3 to 5 steps back and wish him the best of luck.
You can try to open it. Like, just
Yeah.
open it.
I'm gonna look at it first and see.
You want to search it for traps? Maybe you should make a
Yes, I do.
an appropriate skill check for trapping.
Okay. Sure. You want me to do my thieves tools? What?
Well, if you're looking for a trap, you should
Perception.
perception
yes?
will work.
You want it in the tower? You want it in all of its glory so everybody can see me?
Oh man, I love
roll
seeing things in
miserably?
all their glory.
Okay.
It just makes the one so much better.
Here we go. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you it's just a normal, mundane, kind of crappy chest.
Okay.
Like,
do I
it's
see?
It's got a lock on it. It's a really simple lock. There's not much going on with this chest.
Before I try to pick it, I'm going to say, did you say you found a key?
Yep, got it right here.
Well, let's see if that key opens this chest.
It doesn't fit in the lock.
Rude. All right, I'll pick that lock.
All right. Go ahead and make a thieves' tools check. An 18. You are able to get into there just fine. Like I said, it's a pretty crappy lock. You find an additional in there. It's so you find a couple things. One, you find 50 gold, 150 silver, and 150 copper. You also find essentially a pay sheet, or like a ledger of how much each guard should be paid, as it were.
Okay. Yep.
So it's you're kind of able to infer here that this is how the captain is to pay people, pay the various people in the outpost.
Does the key that she found, does it look like ornate or anything, or is it just like a normal, I'm assuming brass key probably?
It's nothing terribly special, no. But hold your thought on it for a moment.
Okay, so
Please
that
continue.
key didn't work on that thing?
No. It did not fit the lock. What would you all like to do next?
Can you go over the contents one more time?
In the chest you just opened?
Yes.
It is there's 50 gold, 150 silver, 150 copper, and a ledger that shows how much to pay each individual person in the outpost.
How many people are listed in the outpost?
18.
And we have 18 bodies.
You have 17 bodies.
17.
Dun dun dun.
There's one still alive.
Or another body somewhere.
Are there descriptors or any way that they describe those 18 people?
It's by name and rank. Please don't make me come up with 18 names and ranks.
No, that's fine.
Names now, sir. Now.
Bob,
Is it-
Bob 2, Bobette, Billy Bob.
No, I'm not going to do that. The question I'm going to have is does it seem like if we look over the different corpses, like looking at them, can we get a kind of guess on what rank they might be given how well they're dressed and all of that sort of thing?
Sure. Let's have you make an insight. Well, do this. Give me first an investigation check and then an insight check. So if you do well on the investigation check, it will increase your odds on the.
Does anybody want to help me in this? Because I'm not very good at investigating.
An insight check?
Investigate.
Investigate.
Yes, so good.
Ivy is trying to intimidate.
Oh,
She
crap.
intimidated
Sorry.
me into
Very
investigating.
well.
She looks down at the corpses. What rank were you? What rank were you?
No,
I
I
wouldn't
think
put
Well,
it
that
past her.
didn't work.
Okay. And then
So it looks like Ivy and Rona and Milton are gonna go one looking at all the bodies again. That would
yeah, I'm gonna roll my investigate and do really poorly. And no,
Ooh.
I
17.
came in like a champ.
right. Go ahead and make an insight check.
What?
Initiative,
Why is
attack,
Drachien-
and attack rolls and damage rolls. Interesting,
It's attacking the darkness.
I guess.
Can okay, I didn't do too well in insight. I don't know if anybody else did a little bit better than me.
I'm not. Drake is.
Red.
Oh,
red
sorry.
attacking.
What are you doing here, buddy?
Pressing buttons. Sorry. Hit a
Calm down. We're not
unnecessary-
fighting stuff yet. Calm down.
Does
Okay.
maybe Ivy or Rona want to help me out with trying to put this stuff together? Because I seem kind of clueless.
Okay.
So are you guys like in the tent doing this? Are you outside?
As far as I
doing
know, Drake and you are the only ones who may still be in the tent. Although
Yes.
Yeah,
Drake
we're-
is
we're
attacking
outside.
things, so I'm not
I'm-
really sure
Drake
what's
is attacking.
going on
Uh,
here.
I announced what I was going to do to everyone in the tent, just the group of us, not particularly in the earshot of people outside, but I was just letting them know, hey, we should see if one of these guys maybe was perhaps we could figure out what rank they were,
Okay.
and so we
Okay.
can figure out a little bit more.
So you guys are out rifling through the bodies or looking at the body. Okay, I was just confused what was going on. Okay.
Yes. I'm going to be working on shoring up the door.
Okay.
So I will put myself by the front gate.
And
So the door, let's see, what do you got that might, skill wise that so Rent, you kind of figure out
Survival.
what you want to try to survival
Use
the
my
door?
Survival. Yes.
To achieve what exactly?
To get it to a position where the doors are at least doing something that they're supposed to do.
Okay.
Kind of prop them up and not have a giant gaping, opening for people to just walk in.
Okay.
Bam!
Uh,
Do I survive?
well, the door doesn't kill you if that's what you're asking.
How about you, door?
So you think you kind of have an idea of how you could
Prop it up, yeah.
yeah, and kind of do that, but it would to achieve the goal of fixing it would one require some tools of some sort and a different, like, your survival skill is not going to fix the door.
Sure. But like I said, just to prop it up so it doesn't look like a giant opening.
Sure. Yeah, you can you kind of understand how to do it, but again, you need to do something. Survival
Sure.
is not going to fix it.
Okay.
It has
What
given you
would-
an idea of how to achieve this.
Oh, okay. What would you suggest would be a proper
So
skill?
you could, well, you have like some sort of carpentry kind of a thing would be
I have-
doable. It's like you have an understanding of how to do it, but these doors are like massive and like they're not like a person door. They're like a
big,
huge reinforced door.
Mhm.
So you will definitely need help, at least like holding the door in place to do it, and it might be kind of tricky. However, you did roll a nice 18 on your survival. So the other option would perhaps to use magic to mend the door.
Oh. Ooh. So I will go look for Milton while Milton is doing his thing.
Okay.
Let's see, Milton is still looking at a bunch of dead bodies and a piece of paper and trying to put two and two together and failing miserably.
And I
Yeah,
will not-
I'm hoping my two friends will help me with this. You know,
Yes.
Rona and Ivy, or at least my compatriots. I don't know if I can call them friends.
And I will stand and wait until there's an opportune moment to ask.
I'm not your friend.
I don't know if you're my friend or not. I
We're
hope
just
you're my
coworkers.
friend.
We're just coworkers.
We've been traveling together. We've used
I
the same spoon.
I consider you my friend, but I don't know if you consider me your friend.
I've given you life.
You see?
That's a good point. What are we doing?
We were gonna take a look to see if we can maybe match
Investigate
this
again,
list.
or
Or no, we're trying to
maybe for
insight
the
to see if
first
we can
time.
figure out.
Insight.
okay. Right on. I can help with that or not.
That's a 4.
Just, you know what? It just looks like gibberish to me. I think.
So Rona is
Wow.
looking at the list and the bodies and is like, "Yep, they're all here.
Yep.
There's a bunch of bodies."
This checks out.
And Ivy is able to determine that the person missing is a lower ranking person. I mean, it there's like a captain, a sergeant, a couple lieutenants, or some analogous ranking system. And there's a bunch of like privates. You're missing one of those people.
Do we have the name of? Oh no, we wouldn't know the name.
You have no idea of figuring this out.
Bob number 15.
Okay. All right. And Drachien, you were looking like you wanted to get my help for a second.
I was wondering, sir, if you would be so kind as to mend the door. Yeah.
Okay, as long as the break or tear is no longer than 1 foot in any dimension, I can mend it.
Maybe it's just the hinges that need to be repaired,
You could do it with you could cast it on each of the hinges, yes.
Okay.
But you will need someone to hold the door in place, as it were, to do that.
I will use my strength.
Go ahead and make a strength check.
Aye.
Just for the record, I'm going to start calling you Hodor now. Then
Hodor.
Oh my goodness, that's.
I had to.
Very heavy door.
Oh, don't worry. The casting time of this is only 1 minute.
Hodor.
So you kind of get the first hinge done, and about that point, he has to lower the door back down, and it breaks the hinge again.
Maybe you could get some extra help with this too.
Yeah. Is anybody available? Somebody with meat?
Hang on a sec. Let's
Akasha. Akasha?
I'm still in the tent.
Yes, he is.
How about you, Ivy? Could you lend a hand?
She's got meat.
Meaty meat mitts.
Mm-hmm.
I could try.
I'll do the. I just need just a little backup. Ugh, that's worse.
You can't even get the thing up.
Oh,
Ivy, however, comes up and holds the door in place just long enough for Milton to get one of the doors done.
Thank you,
Oh,
Ivy.
okay. Oh, wow. That was Ivy. Well done. I mean, Ivy and Drachien. Yes, yeah.
Thanks.
Does anyone know how to share things with just one person?
Like in the text box?
No, hang on. I'll look it up. Keep going.
Okay. So. Oh yeah. I can whisper, but I don't know how to whisper just to the DM. How does that work?
Just like /W, then
You can-
GM in uppercase.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how that works. I can right click everyone and whisper. But I don't know if
Yeah, it's just /W and then GM. GM is in uppercase, and then your message, and it whispers.
Does that work?
No. Let's see if this works. Let me know if you got it. Okay. So you got one of the doors up. Do you want to try to get the other door fixed?
Yeah.
Try to,
This one will be not so embarrassing.
hopefully not.
Huzzah! Ugh!
All right, so Drake comes up to the door, spits into both hands, and with a grunt, he lifts it up into place, and he's strained. Like by the time that Milton finishes that last one, he's really straining, and the muscles are kind of shaking and stuff. But you guys get it done.
I'll
The
need a
doors
nap.
now.
Wow. Well done.
No.
That was a lot
Yay.
of work on your end. It only took years of magical schooling for me to be able to repair those hinges.
Nicely done, sir.
I'm just kidding. I didn't learn anything from the years of magical training I went through. I could just do this by myself. That was
He's
a
a
lot
natural.
of work. It's also why they asked me to leave the wizarding school. They realized I wasn't reading the books that they had in front of me. Okay, maybe I'm oversharing. At some point we should probably talk to the guy and figure out what his plan is going from here.
It's a
And
good
then
idea.
figure out what our plan is going from here. And we might also want to take a rest.
Yeah. Rest is good.
Mhm.
Do you want to finish
so-
exploring the outpost?
That's probably wisest first.
You've kind of like glanced into the tents and like really only focused on one. So
I'll tag along following Milton's lead.
Yeah,
Well,
Milton, you're freaking you're on fire today.
What?
Lead the
Oh,
way.
okay. Well, then let's go to all these different tents and see what we see.
okay, I need a minute. So talk amongst yourselves. Drac, I'm trying to like give you some space here.
Yeah, I'm trying. Things are happening. Hold on.
Okay, so
Go ahead.
no.
You're
Go
fine.
ahead. I was just gonna role play if we have some dead air.
Yeah, go ahead. Do that because I'm having some technical issues with something.
Boo. So anyway, we're missing one guy. Hopefully we find that person and they can tell us a little bit about what went on here. And I really, really hope that when we clear out the rest of this camp, and I say this really kind of fake quietly, or pretty quietly, to the rest of the party, I really hope that the other people don't double cross us right here. Because they're gonna owe us some money.
Let's talk about that. Let's
Right.
explore that. Hold on. Where's the puppet? Where's my puppet? Hold on. I'm digging in the bag. Digging in my bag looking for my puppet. Mr.
Mr.
Buttons. I was gonna call him Mr. Tinkles.
Another
No.
sock and another quest.
Another sock. Another quest. There he is. Mr. Buttons. All right. Now Mr. Buttons is here. Now we can discuss. So, do you really think that they're going to double cross us? What do you think, Mr. Buttons? I think that's a pretty decent idea. Tay's not here to do the voice.
Oh my god.
I have a way of telling if they're going to double cross us or not. Huddle up, family. Come on.
Oh dear.
In
Lord.
close.
All right, I'll come out of the tent and say,
Yeah.
What are you?
What? Get over here and take your Prozac and get in this circle so I can talk to you.
Okay,
I'm so supportive.
you're mean to me.
All right, look, I have a spell called Zone of Truth. All we have to do is lure whoever we want to talk to into it, and they are incapable of telling any lies. So we have to carefully word our questions to them or leading statements. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh,
On it.
you know what I'm. So I think this is a plan. I think we could do this. We could make it happen. What do you think about maybe when it's dinner time? I can cast it right around the fire. Everybody's gonna be there. Oh, and as a side effect, you guys might also have to tell the truth. So maybe, let's carefully word our answers.
I'm out. When you're doing your voodoo hoodoo, I'm out. Just saying.
What are you hiding? What are you hiding, Akasha? What's going on?
Nothing. I just have some issues. I have some personal
Okay,
issues.
look, I'm just throwing that out there. It's something that we could do.
Yeah, so the first question we ask him is he going to, when is he going to double cross us, yeah?
If you were going to double cross us, would that be today or now or in the morning?
Yes. Does it involve pain?
Just a quick question. Did anyone want to take the nice breastplate off of the dead captain?
9.
Better than what I'm wearing?
I don't know. You haven't taken it yet.
Well, since we're having a family meeting here,
Take a look at it.
Since we're venting all of our frustrations.
It's a nice breastplate. You'll have to identify it at some point.
you neglected to notice this letter that was in the tent.
What?
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
What does it say? Read it.
Do you want me to share it with everyone? I can do that.
Yeah. I'll read it if you want me to.
Yeah, you should definitely do that.
Yeah.
Did everyone get that?
yes.
Okay, great.
Okay, the letter that was in the tent says, Captain, we understand how being posted to the edge of your kingdom is a hardship and how poorly your compensation is. Our organization seeks to move goods through your area of responsibility without harassment. We recognize how this could put you in jeopardy, and we offer this compensation for your services. As our agents pass through your territory, we will ensure that you continue to be compensated for your understanding that rare goods are often time-sensitive and discretion in this matter is paramount. To aid in your men's cooperation, we have also sent you a cask of fine ale, which will also be replenished with appropriate frequency. You will be able to identify our agents by the symbol in which they all bear. We look forward to a profitable working relationship for all of us. And it's not signed. There's only a clenched fist with an I transcribed over it.
Did we see that before?
You
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Yes. And thank you, Adam, for drawing this nice thing. Yes, this is the same symbol that's on the merchant's signet ring.
So now about that double cross.
So are you interested in the spell or no?
Yeah.
After finding this letter and seeing his ring and the son's letter, yeah, he knows something.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
I'll take the
let's ask
breastplate.
him. So I'm just gonna wander over to the fire and just kind of get things ready.
Should we rest first, John?
Well, I was thinking if we cast, well, let's talk about that.
So how about we rest and talk to him over breakfast? Over breakfast.
Okay. over breakfast. That way, in case he wants to attack us, then we're all fresh and rested. But what if he wants to attack us tonight?
Ivy, I put the
That's all.
breastplate in your inventory.
I mean, have you thought about that? What if
That's
he
why we
wants to
have-
attack us after dinner?
That's why we post cards.
Do you want to equip
So-
your nice breastplate?
And if he does that, then we won't have to cast the spell.
If it's
Yeah.
better than what I'm wearing,
Because-
yes.
That will be our answer. He's
Mhm,
killing
I
us
think
now.
if you guys end up doing a long rest, you can identify it. So
Where are we setting at right now? Like health wise, spell wise.
I need a rest.
We burned all our spells.
Okay.
iffy at best. There's also other tents you have yet to explore.
Oh yeah, let's do that first.
Which tent do you
Yeah,
want to look in?
Which
I'm-
ones have we looked in so far?
So you've kind of
So
like
we-
glanced into all of them, right? So you know, like the one at the north is the captain's, one, the captain's tent, which you guys all.
And that's
were
where
in.
we found the note, right? Where that's where
that's where-
Akasha found.
yes,
Mhm.
and there was a chest with all the monies and stuff. And then the two to the side are just kind of barracky tents, right? Like there's just
Mhm.
a bunch of beds in them.
Mhm.
And the one
Okay.
southwest that's not burned is also the same. You know, there's like personal effects and stuff, but nothing really of note. You kind of already looted the camp, as it were. And then the main tent is kind of like there's food in there, and it's kind of like the common place. You haven't really like done more than the captain's tent's the only one that you've really like searched per se.
Okay, let's start going through the different tents.
I guess I should say that the captain's tent is the only one that Akasha has searched. He was the only one who actually did anything in there. But anyways, which one do you want to go to?
Do we want to go?
We want to like
Yeah.
split up or what?
How about we go in a group just in case
Okay.
these heavenly?
They're pretty tight. I mean, there's enough room to.
It's a tight fit.
Yeah, I mean, you can walk down single file in there and like.
We've
lay
got a
down
Scooby Doo
bed.
situation.
Okay,
here.
I'm gonna go to this one over here.
Want to make joke but can't.
Go ahead and make either investigation or perception checks as you prefer.
Okay.
So just to kind of give an idea of kind of what I look for. So perception is kind of like you can like just kind of casually spot stuff. Investigation is more like like you're actively searching. Generally speaking, investigation might be a little bit easier than perception, just kind of depending on what your numbers are. So, all right. So, Ivy is over at that tent. Drachien is perhaps chewing on some more meat.
Ew.
At this point, I think that we'll say that the drivers are using the fire to cook some dinner. Based on your previous experience, that's a questionable decision. You guys search those two tents up there, and you don't really find anything. It's just personal effects, kind of knickknacks, that kind of stuff.
And
Okay.
may I use a perception just to keep an eye on the drivers? I'm just, like I said, I'm not.
Sure. You can roll that one. Roll that in the tower, please.
Oh, yeah. Well, too late. That's out. it's awful.
Yeah, the
I
drivers
can
are.
reroll it in the tower if you like.
Drivers are. Well, we could use the 5. That's fine. The drivers are much as you've seen them before. They're just kind of
Sure.
doing their job, kind of,
Mhm.
having.
Not sharpening any knives.
Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe like the one that you're using to make food, right? Like you would
Mm.
properly do, although
Gotcha.
he's not doing a great job of it. But it's not like a sword, so you're okay with it.
Gotcha. All right. I will just hang out with the drivers
Okay.
while everybody else does their thing.
Anyone else?
Do we want to go over towards the? Let's go to the mess hall, and perhaps does anybody have a way to find out if something's poisoned?
Eat it, and if you don't die, it's not poisoned.
I would assume I could because I have a poisoner's kit, so I am fluent in the ways of poison.
I'm just kind of curious if maybe the ale was doctored.
Well, so you look in there and there's some like just a casual glance. The food and drink looks like it's been plundered a little bit. One cask in particularly has been broken, and clearly some sort of tasty drink has been ruined on the floor. There's casks of food have been opened and strewn around. It's not like it's been super duper ransacked, but they've been through it. And clearly eaten some of the stuff. Like there's a couple pieces of dried fruit or something, like half eaten or whatever. Did you want to like actually search the tent?
Yeah, we should actually search the tent.
Probably a good plan.
I find my shoes.
Gosh. 1 and 8,
Wow.
5.
Hey, come on, Rona,
Okay.
you totally got
And
this.
an 8.
Ooh,
Terrible.
we find nothing.
Yeah, that's pretty legitimately terrible.
Let's look
The
again.
understatement of the year.
We need remedial dice rolling.
We do.
Yes.
Needs
Inspiration
something.
points.
Hello.
Hello, how do you guys do?
We missed you, Mr.
Welcome.
Buttons.
What do you mean? I've been here the whole time.
Yeah, about that.
So we're searching the tents. Do you wanna? When you get here, we're searching the tents.
Someone want to give
most
them a
of the
quick
party-
recap?
Yeah. So we came in. We're missing a body. So we did find a manifest of how many people were supposed to be here. We're one body short. Apparently, there was a note to the captain here saying, "Hey, yeah, we're gonna sneak some stuff through here, but you're gonna be paid. So keep your mouth shut." In more or less. What else? I'm sitting with the caravan drivers while everybody else is kind of looking through the tents. They found some
Mhm.
coal. They found some victuals. They found a leg of somebody who was being cooked that I accidentally ate.
Mhm.
Soylent Green is the most
So-
nutritious.
Cannibalism.
Now I've developed a taste for people.
People flavor.
That
People
was
pies.
making something within me.
After much physical struggling and hardship, I was able to hoist a door up while Milton magically repaired it. Mythery did, or I should say, Ivy did it with much greater ease. She's
Jack of all trades.
yeah,
No doubt the cleric man.
stronger than
And
me.
we all should also add that the captain who knew that stuff was going to be coming through here is dead
Mm.
now,
And delicious.
and apparently delicious.
Well done.
So, what does human flesh
was.
taste like? Does it taste
Well,
like?
come and have a seat. It's,
No, I'm good. Good.
Oh dear. All right, I'm back. Is Tay welcome and caught up?
Yes.
Yeah.
One thing to mention: the note that we found it would bear the symbol of the guy which hired us. As hey, I'm the person who is trying to smuggle stuff from place through here.
Yes. High-end stuff.
Oh, inside job.
Let's make sure that Tay can see the map.
Yeah, so Lessah.
Was
has
anyone else
this-
gonna search in the tent?
Hopefully, I don't know, someone, maybe Torix will help us out.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Investigation or perception, your choice.
I know my perception's much better. In the tower?
You can roll it in the chat.
Okay. Well, that didn't go much of anywhere.
If I don't actually say in the tower, you just put it in the chat.
Okay. I don't think you guys actually saw that one.
Nope.
Okay.
There we go.
Yay!
Yay!
16. So as you guys are kind of, looking through it, looking through the tent, Milton finds a particular cask. It's like, oh, this is like you recognize that this is a really good source of wine. Like this should be a really good wine, right? Like high quality kind of thing. And you kind of turn around to your friends and like, hey guys, and as you do that, you kind of knock it over, and it kind of teeters and totters and does that kind of thing. Make a dexterity check.
Oh no! My investigation has gone awry. Well, bam!
There you go.
Not
All
a natural
right.
20. So it starts to, and as it starts to go over, you kind of like, and you catch it. Now give me a strength check.
Oh god!
Manhandle that bottle.
Well, bam!
16. So you've got it, and you're able to kind of like, oh, okay, and you kind of get it all back up on yourself. While you're doing that, Torix, you notice that there was something underneath that cask.
Oh, what do I see?
Well, you have to like go over and like move the cask or something, or smash it, or whatever however you'd like to get the cask out of your way.
I just go over and I just kind of just pick it up
Okay. Make a strength check.
if I can.
No, make a strength check.
I don't think you guys saw that.
Nope.
I'll figure this out eventually. 12.
Okay. It's not too heavy, and you kind of pick it up, and move it off to the side. And there is kind of like a ground cloth there. It's under a couple other casks as well, cases of food and stuff like that. But Milton's bumblingness kind of flopped it up a little bit, and you can see the edge of a door underneath it.
Ooh, is it locked? Can I tell?
we found a key
No,
earlier.
because it's buried with stuff.
Oh, okay. So I go ahead and start shuffling all these casks off.
Sure.
Kind of get it cleared so I can pull the rug aside and get a good look at the door.
It's just a simple trap door. It doesn't look like it has any locks on it at all.
Well, what do you guys think?
Let's go take a look.
Let's do it.
Resting? Still tired from my door ordeal.
You know what? Maybe what we could do is we can rest and have people take some time and watch this tent while we rest on top of it, in case that's what someone wants to get stuff out of.
That's fair. I'm willing to wait.
I mean, this is.
The only question is, what happens
It
if
looks like
somebody made
it looks like a
what happens if
cellar
someone's
door
making an
kind of a
escape?
thing.
What
Like,
happens
it's not-
if someone's making an escape? What if it's a tunnel?
You see, I
Do
don't
we
know
care
if
if
it's
somebody's leaving?
You see, I don't know if it's a tunnel or if it's where illicit goods are being stored, and that's why this guy wanted to be here. And so I
Mhm.
figured if we rest now, it should be inconvenient for him to get into it.
Can I
Or
just
we just go in and
look?
take a look, because
Can I just look inside?
So the
Let's throw the
the merchant
barbarian.
kind of
just
pops his
wanna
head in
open it.
and kind of looks around and excellent, the food. And he goes over and kind of nonchalantly kind of fiddles through some stuff and finds a container of a little bit of food and a container of what somebody will probably recognize as a decent ale and walks out of the building.
And I say none of that. I just find the thing I want and go drink.
Say what now?
I just find the cask of ale that I want and I go have a drink.
Okay, you're not gonna open the door.
I've opened it. I'm peeking my head in.
Excellent. Let me. Do.
And I will be right behind him just in case.
What's your AC? Torix?
15. 15.
Okay. So you open the door. And hang on, let's not do that. I can do that.
You should have let me search for traps.
And a crossbow bolt comes out and sticks you in the shoulder.
Ouch.
Natural one.
You take
Message for you, sir.
Let's see if I can remember how to do it. That's not what I do.
In my expert opinion, I think that's trapped.
Did that add? I don't have a character sheet. Did that add 2 hit points, 2 points of damage to?
It did nothing. It did nothing.
Okay. There's a way to do it, but for now, we will
I can
just
just manually do it.
I got it.
How did that
Add 2
happen?
points. Okay, so
I quickly slammed the door back closed again.
well, hang on. Do you want to know what shot you?
I'm assuming it was a crossbow.
It was.
Well, you could get the description though.
Yeah. So
yeah.
there is
I can see
a soldier of some kind down there. It's not a tunnel. It's a little storage spot for
The hidey hole.
yeah. And, there's some
Our
you can see
missing
some
guy.
you can see some casks and the guy who there's a soldier down there who's you were able to tell was injured, but not much more than that because he shot you and you closed the door.
I keep the door closed.
Okay.
Do we just want to announce, hey, we're not horrible orcs and goblins and stuff?
I would
we're
point
here
out
to
that you had a
help you?
half orc open the door first.
He's horrible though. He shot me.
Maybe not.
Okay.
Or we could just go down and kill him.
No. Or maybe Rona wants to say something nice down there to convince him to come out, or I can try to be persuasive and be like, "Hey, just so you know, we don't mean you harm."
Nice. He shot me.
Because he was scared. He probably thought you were a horrible monster.
I am a horrible.
He is
monster.
a horrible monster, so it's okay.
So while
Okay,
that
I'll
might,
try it. I'll try it. I'm
Okay.
willing. So I very gingerly,
I step
Same.
back. I step way away from that door.
hello down there. We don't mean you any harm.
that's perception.
Oh, that's perception.
Are you
not
trying to be
persuasion.
persuasive?
Persuasion. Let's try that one again.
You're doing it so well. So well.
Probably
Is this a
underground.
door? Is this what is this wooden object?
I am
Our
Okay.
barn is amazing.
I know, right?
Patrick, do I
Right.
hear what's going on? Do I hear this commotion?
You definitely heard. Well, they don't appear to be being horribly stealthy about it, but there's definitely an ow. He
could be.
shot me.
I'm going
So,
to come over and investigate.
So
Okay.
hello down there.
I think we've
Friendly.
decided that the door isn't going to respond. Joy!
Well, I'm out of ideas.
So you
And you people
You
thought
hear,
I had problems.
it's a somewhat feeble voice saying, "Who are you?"
We're from the town of
Scrimvar.
Scrimvar, and we wanted to find out what was happening out here at the outpost because we haven't heard from you.
And why do you? Who's the orc?
He's a half orc, and he's a part of our adventuring companions.
Make a persuasion check.
Sure. I don't know why I'm talking. Oh, actually, I should be talking. I'm actually very persuasive. But
Not today.
I'm lucky, and that's a
natural one.
skill check.
Okay.
I think that's a thing I am.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
See, when you roll a 1 on an attack roll, ability check, or saving roll,
Mhm.
you can re-roll the die,
That
and
is-
you must use a
That
new
is
roll.
nothing. None of those things.
Uh,
Well, I guess it's an
Oh.
ability check. Well, we'll say skills for an
Hmm.
ability check.
Mhm.
I'll accept this ruling. So you can re-roll that.
that is much better.
19. That is much better. So the you kind of hear some some shuffling around, and then kind of like someone tries to get up, and then he kind of slumps back down. And go ahead, I won't shoot you.
I open up the. I open
Now
up the
he's
thing.
testing.
Okay. The kid is sitting there. He's got a crossbow trained on you, but he hasn't fired yet.
Hello, I'm Milton. I'm Milton Wigglesworth. It's a pleasure to meet you, and I'm sorry what's happened to you. We're here to help you.
We attacked the hobgoblins and goblins overtook the fortress.
Yes, our party group of adventurers got together, and we managed to retake your fort. We're here with a number of merchant. We're with a merchant, which is not the best guy, but like he's not a bad. Well,
I would. So keep in mind here that you are in a cloth tent. Like this is not like.
Oh, okay. then essentially all I say is, well, us and our adventuring company, and we were escorting a merchant who wanted to come through this way. We saw what was happening, and we came and took back the fort. I'm sorry what happened to your friends, but I'm glad that you're alive. Maybe we can help you.
He looks fairly pale.
And maybe we can have someone give him some healing, or perhaps render some aid in some manner. After we rest, I think. Unfortunately, because we used all our healing the last session. Unless we still have our spells for the second level.
You could also, make a medicine check.
Oh, I'm sure someone who is good at medicine could make that medicine.
If
I'm
only.
likely
Let me apply.
Probably do that.
Man.
So you're gonna.
Yes, I'm applying some aid.
Okay. Well, you both kind of come down, and he lets you come down to look at his wounds and stuff. And you kind of look at he's got an arrow through the gut, and a couple other nicks and bruises, but that's kind of the primary thing. And you kind of look at it, and Drachien is kind of feeling around it, and it kind of winces, and you kind of tweak the arrow, and he kind of winces in pain, and accidentally fires his crossbow bolt in the general direction of Milton and the party, but it just sticks into the like it goes flying. It goes, ow, that hurt.
That
It was a wide miss, but
Yeah, no, I understand, but
Someone take the damn crossbow away from him.
it's not loaded now.
Take it anyway.
You're not able to really do much for him. You can kind of clean it a little bit, but your medicine skill is not quite good enough to do much for him.
Okay. So our plan is that we're going to rest the evening here, and hopefully, maybe one of our cleric or someone else can render you some aid. Does he look like he's going to make it through the night? That's not a question I'm asking him.
Why don't you give me a medicine or an insight check if you would like to make that determination?
This is... Oh, hey!
15
I'm
insight.
insightful.
You think not.
Oh, you think, oh.
Maybe someone... Can we use our can we use our second level spells if one of the clerics want to heal him?
Sure. I mean, she's got first level spells too, so.
Oh. Hey Ivy, would you
yes.
mind healing this poor guy?
Okay.
She's like looking over him like, I don't know. She's such a prima donna.
So you gonna cure his wounds? You don't need to roll. So you magically heal him, and as you do so, the wound kind of closes up, and you're able to kind of the arrow kind of gets pushed out, a bullet being pushed out in certain movies. And he's looking a lot better now. He'll still need a little bit of rest and whatnot. He should take it a little bit easy. Not a fancy adventure like you guys, but he's okay. What would you like to do now?
Well, I suggest we still rest. I'll take first watch.
Do you want to look in the room you've uncovered at all?
We should probably take a look around down here.
If we
We're
can
down there
rest
now.
It's
while we are resting.
it's more food and stuff. The soldier also has a pretty nice looking shield. But it's just a couple of casks of fine ale and wine. Much better than what's upstairs.
We heal him and then we're gonna steal his shield.
We didn't say that we were going to steal his shield.
Right? Like,
Nobody
that's a pretty
said
nice
that.
shield you have there. Be a shame if you lost it.
Can I persuade this young soldier to lend his shield?
It's
But
Ease
why?
his burdens.
it's
Laddie, you need your rest. I'm going to borrow this shield while you're late.
it's not my shield. It's the
Well,
sergeant's.
then you won't miss it. Then you won't miss it
He-
at all.
He gave it to me when I got hurt and told me to hide down here. And
And he's dead now.
Wow.
A lot of good his advice does, yeah.
Wow.
he starts crying.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Oh boy, cry.
Cry!
oh.
Wow. A paladin making people cry.
Man, you're
This is gonna take.
Go whip yourself.
Yeah, he's gonna need
I'm
a
the one
couple
who got
lashes.
shot.
I mean, sorry.
He basically starts kind of blubbering a little bit. The weight of what's happened, is hitting him. You kind of are able to piece together his story. He's an idealistic young soldier who joined up to serve his kingdom, get a good job, help his poor family, and save up for his own family someday. And he's particularly distraught about the sergeant whose shield he has, who was kind of the guy that took him under his wing, kind of thing.
I apologize. I had no idea. Now I must atone. I'll sulk off.
Yeah, well done. At this point, Deimos pokes his head in again and it kind of sees what's going on. And, like, who's this guy?
This is one of the guys that survived the attack.
Spoils of war.
Huh. Well, at least one of them survived. He grabs another thing of wine.
I would like to go search the cellar.
Sure.
Make
go ahead. Anyone who would like can make an insight check.
Yeah, I'm sure he's super psyched that happened.
Another one from Milton.
I got a 17.
Well,
Oh, look at that.
bam! At least that's an 8.
You get to do that every time?
It doesn't say per blah.
Wow. Oh, it does. Phone's ringing.
If after the session you want to say no to skill checks, that's fine.
yeah. Well, it says
think
ability
it will
checks,
be.
so I mean they're a subset of ability checks. So, okay. Torix, you kind of noticed that the merchant's getting a little tipsy.
Does he seem to be enjoying his drink?
Oh, absolutely. This is clearly a man who
Oh.
enjoys fine wine.
Are there any, just smaller bottles just laying around the tent here?
I mean, there's some flasks of wine and stuff like that, but larger casks and whatnot. There's nothing downstairs other than more food and drink.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I lean over to Rona and I whisper in her ear, just, loot what you can from the tent. And I'm going to keep Deimos distracted. And I grab, a little bottle of wine that I can find in the tent and just kind of throw my arm around him and offer him a drink. While kind of leading him back away from the tent.
He's kind of already over by the fire.
Well, then
eating,
I go join him.
Eating and drinking and being merry.
Keep him distracted with more drink.
One of the bodyguards is kind of up on the wall. The other one is kind of milling about somberly, clearly not enjoying themselves. The drivers, wise to the fact that there's wine and stuff, all go in and into the tent and start grabbing some choice drinks and return out to the tent.
Pardon me, what's your name?
We talking to the soldier?
Yeah.
Let's see. You'd think out of all the things that I would have given this dude a name, right?
Well, Bob, it's really nice to know how you're doing. So could you tell us sort of what happened?
Yeah. So they, his name is Breckrem. I'll spell it for you. So basically, there had been reports of goblin raiding parties, and so they started taking some action to try to curb those, and we're having some middling success. Decent success. They killed a couple, hadn't lost anyone, a couple small injuries and stuff, but been picking off the goblins a little bit. And then yesterday. About the time, so if you remember, a few sessions ago, you saw a group of hobgoblins leaving this. So about that time, essentially, they arrived in force and overtook them, bashed down the doors, and apparently killed everybody.
Wow.
He's kind of generally aware of a they think they know where they're based up and stuff like that nearby, and boy howdy, it'd be real nice if you guys seem pretty able to handle yourself. It'd be really great if you guys could go take care of that problem.
So where were they?
Where were what?
The people that you want us to take a handle of, was it the guys that left, or?
Well, there's the goblins have, or hobgoblins or wherever, the goblinoids have a base camp in some ruins nearby.
A
couple days march away. And that's what they were trying, the fort was trying, the reason why they hadn't even heard about this goblin blockade, because they had a bigger problem. These goblinoids were we're also kind of hitting caravans and causing problems in this area. And we're kind of starting to spread, and they were trying to counter that, and then they got their butts kicked.
Well, that's good to know. We may very well go do that, but we have to see what's happening with the merchants outside. But we'll talk about it. Perhaps after this, you can find your way back to civilization, as I think you did yourself a pretty good job, and yeah.
Good job. He hid from the fight.
He was horrifically wounded, and they told him to guard the wine and stuff like that.
Well, I think it would be more accurate to say that the sergeant who's kind of took a shine to the kid was kind of trying to show him the ways, recognize the. I mean, he had already seen several of his companions die, and they were breaching the gate when he went and hid. So.
Okay.
Told you.
But the benefit of the doubt. No. Okay.
I'm up for anything that pays gold and involves loot. Kill it.
Really?
So, Torix, since you're out there drinking with the merchant, why don't you give me a charisma ability check?
Oh boy, that'll be interesting.
He's got charisma.
That's not terrible.
Yeah, you got a 14.
14.
Okay, give me an insight check then.
11.
11. Okay. You're, this guy's getting kind of drunk a little bit. He's not too hard to keep drinking. He apparently loves his wine, and maybe seems to be kind of drowning his sorrows a little bit here.
Oh, what seems to be the matter, Deimos? You look a bit down tonight.
He gives you some flippant one-liner about wanting a change in life. Different job. If the job doesn't kill you, or if the world doesn't kill you, the job will, kind of a thing.
Well, what would you have differently?
Well, my friend, a new job. Insert more slurring.
Got it. Well, I can't speak for the group here, but maybe if your guards would be willing to pitch in, you might be willing to join. If you'd be welcome to join at least. I would welcome you into our group as long as your guards pitched in any future fights.
He starts howling with laughter. Howling. Which gets the attention of the near bodyguard, who kind of turns her head and looks at him. And he kind of motions at you, kind of pulls you in close. Please make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Let's see here. Saves. Made.
The right side of your character sheet. There you go.
I got it. 16.
Yeah. So his breath is pretty rank and very alcohol infused, but you've this is nothing compared to home, right? No problem. He's like, as if they would let me leave.
What? You're not here of your own free will?
I was once, but you know how it is. You get in a job, and then you can't leave.
What's keeping you here?
Kind of looks around and then kind of motions over his shoulder at the bodyguards.
I get it. Well, maybe we can have a little chat later. Kind of lean in, and, maybe we can have a little chat later tonight after things calm down. We can get out of here for a little bit.
You want to do the thing, or are you guys ready to rest here?
I am ready to rest.
Yes, rest.
Drachien
Resting
is
sounds
somehow
pretty good.
blinded.
No, I'm sorry. I meant to.
What have you seen? What have you seen, Akasha?
Some Good things can't be unseen.
Sorry.
All right, so
My
we'll
bad.
there is a somewhere resting long rest.
Yay! Oh, I feel healthy. Vim, vigor.
Night passes
So,
by uneventfully.
In
rest
the
of it
night, is there any point in which I can kind of slink away with Deimos and kind of probe his brain a bit?
Man, he like
Well, now you do whatever you want on your own time.
Yeah, his brain, huh?
no, not
You
too
hit
long
his brain.
after your chat with him. He barely makes it into his wagon, and like the door doesn't even get closed, and you can hear the snoring.
Clunk. Got it. All right.
So, Rona, you ready to,
I'm sorry. What?
the,
What do we? What do we?
the,
what do we-
truth,
The zone
truth
of
Oh, the zone of truth. Right.
still help you?
I,
Yeah.
thought you, I mean, we've spent
No,
so much
no,
time
no,
together. I thought. Oh,
No, it's
okay.
cool.
You know what? Let's put a pin in that.
No,
Let's
it's
put a pin in
fine.
it.
No, don't worry about it.
And then later we'll discuss.
Okay.
Okay.
Fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast.
So they're all still asleep in here.
Humans
good.
are weird.
It's getting weird, man. It's getting weird.
It's getting weird. I am going to cast this spell, and it is going to be great. And I'm going to tell you all about it. There it is. Boom. 60 feet of range.
Oh boy.
Okay, but I can cast it up to 60 feet of range. A magical zone that guards against deception. 15-foot radius sphere centered on a point of your choice. Okay, so I'm going to make a circle. Let's make a circle. And the point, I think he's probably gonna, well, if I center it on the fire, that's a 15-foot circle right there.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, we just need to invite him into the fire. Well, I'd like to move it. There we go. There we go.
into the trust circle.
Into the circle of trust.
So everyone needs to make a charisma saving throw.
No.
This is gonna go horribly wrong.
Have you noticed that the party are the only people that are being affected by this right now? I just
Right
want to
now.
point this out.
Right now. But
Drachien
in a
has
minute, it's
failed.
gonna be great.
Akasha has failed. Milton and Ivy have saved.
Do I also make a
Yes,
saving
you
throw?
are a
Because
creature.
I'm in my own spell.
You are a creature in the spell.
Oh boy.
I'm not
Sydney,
worthy and I hate
saving
myself.
throw.
And Rhoda
Oh,
fails.
I am incapable. I am incapable of lying. I look at Ivy and go, I love your hair. It's so pretty. I'm so jealous.
Now we get
Being
to,
compelled to tell the truth does not equate to being forced to tell all truths.
true.
You can just not say anything.
Everybody's in there like, oh no, we don't
You
wanna
don't
talk
have
about
to talk.
Oh boy, this is gonna get exciting.
It's gonna get messy.
Do I succeed or do I fail on
You
my check?
succeeded.
Oh God, thank you.
So Drachien, Akasha, Rona, and Mr. Buttons did not make their save. So now we get
I
to know
didn't
what.
get the chance to roll.
That's not how it works, buddy.
Yeah, because you're not a real person.
You're not an actual person.
Milton, you don't
You're
have
not
to
a
tell
real
him
boy.
the truth. You can't say, Mr. Buttons can't say that because that would be a lie.
So
All right, so things start to kind of wake up and kind of get around. The drivers start working around their wagons a little bit. Everyone's kind of a little bit groggy from the fine wine and drinking the night before. Yeah, that's the wagon. There we go. Okay, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna start playing on my lyre.
I'm gonna start cooking breakfast.
boy.
And humming a little bit.
Let's see. I think you need.
Uh,
What did we do for cooking breakfast before?
I think
Uh,
Milton scrounged some stuff for us.
Yeah, I think I
I-
made an intelligence check or something.
I think you did a survival check, and I
Yeah, it
happened to
was
roll really good for
Yeah.
no
Survival.
particularly good reason.
I'll take survival. You want to make a survival check to see how good of a. Ooh,
I'm
18.
digging the rolls tonight.
All right, it's gonna be a nice breakfast here. All right, so Torix is making
Good
some
bait.
breakfast. Okay.
And while I'm cooking, I kind of invite Deimos over to come partake.
Okay.
Boom. You're welcome.
I mean, is it really that?
Yes, it is.
Okay. I'm not sure if you could see that roll or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So he kind of sits down and says, "Oh, my head hurts so much."
Here, get some food in your gut. It'll make you feel better.
Yeah, so do you think you drank too much? Strum.
Objection, leading the witness.
Sometimes I can't help myself. It's just so
Oh.
much to deal with.
Oh, tell me about it. Is it something in your past?
Past,
is it the
present, future, it's all bad.
Oh, it sounds like you've got the weight of the world on your shoulders.
And while she's talking to him, I invite the other guards
He looks.
over to
He
come
takes
eat.
a looks at you with like, world. I'm what world? This is all about me, lady.
Oh. Okay.
All right,
I
so
look at Ivy like, I need some more questions to ask him. Help me.
hang on.
Where are his guards at right now?
One's up on the wall looking around. The other one is nowhere to be found, presumably still sleeping. They've been kind of going back and forth. So this driver comes up and says, "Hey, boss, everything's okay with the slaves?" And he walks back.
Slave?
And I just give a wide-eyed look at him.
Just look at him like,
Huh?
so you have slaves, huh?
At which point Deimos is like also wide-eyed, like,
Oh shit.
He
Yes.
just shit the bed.
he stands up and starts walking back.
And I just grab his shoulder.
Grab him. Grab him.
I just grab his shoulder, like, hold on, what's going on?
Transporting slaves. That's what I sell. You can
It's like it's a question.
you can see his like he's trying like kind of trying to resist. Like he doesn't know why he's telling the truth, and he knows he shouldn't be saying this out loud.
Oh. Okay. Where are you keeping them? I
In-
mean, maybe they need some food too. You don't want your
Oh, no,
your
they're
merchandise
asleep.
to go.
the
go bad
wagons
on
have
you.
an eternal sleep spell in them.
Oh,
This is okay, right? Please keep in
Yeah.
mind those of you who can't lie.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't lie.
absolutely.
I'm
That's
just
that's
looking
no,
at him.
that's totally fine. You hired us for a job. It's not our place to judge.
Make a deception check if you're not telling the truth.
I
I mean, if
It
your
is-
character legitimately doesn't care about slavery,
you know, it's not our place to judge.
and what's
Leave
your
it at that.
what's your alignment?
I'm chaotic.
You should actually write down your alignment.
I don't even know if there's a spot to write it in.
Notes.
Let's talk about where these slaves are.
He's starting to get a little uncomfortable in the
I
The-
bet he is.
back of the wagons.
Okay. Guys, help me out. What else do we need to know?
When we're getting paid.
GTFO. How we're getting paid? Yeah, we're gonna take all their crap. That's how we're getting paid.
Wait one sec.
Now,
so-
listen. I don't think
Um,
all that necessary.
Were you planning on double crossing us while we're here?
No, I was going to pay you. Did
Oh,
good.
well,
That's nice.
well, that's nice of you.
You know what? I think that's great.
Good. Okay. So we're all done here, or since we're not being double crossed, or are we just gonna kill everybody and move on with our lives?
No. Wait, okay.
all of the
Unnecessary
other driver, not the driver who went over and was like let the cat out of the bag, but the other ones are all kind of like watching curiously. And the other guard is the one that's awake is now kind of coming over as well.
Great. So we'll just take our payment then and be off with our
And-
newfound companion.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
The soldier is still in the mess hall.
Really?
Well, he's asleep. He's hurt.
Yeah.
No. I'm asking the other people.
Oh.
Oh God, here goes Milton. He's gonna ruin everything.
No, I look at Milton and
I said that out loud. Oh my God.
We need a nose rule. Touch your nose.
Oh, I can't.
Goes out of character.
I can't help it. Okay. I look at Milton
Anyway.
like I can't wait to hear what he has to say.
We'll just take our payment
Social
and
justice
go then.
warrior.
With more urgency. I hold out my hands.
I'm like, wait a minute.
That's
Oh,
not
God.
fun.
No. I just want to get paid and go.
I want to know what Milton has to say.
I got your back, Milton.
And he's looking around the rest of the party.
Can't even get words out.
No, in no way, shape, or form.
Wait, say that again?
So
He essentially just stutters for a little while, like, really?
yes, really.
I have a question you should ask, Milton.
The merchant kind of walks back.
And I'm walking along with him.
Oh,
The other bodyguard whistles shrilly.
I walk backwards away from the party.
I do not draw my weapon, but I just kind of put my hand gently on the hilt, just resting it calmly, nonchalantly.
Me, I do the same.
Let's see.
Menacingly.
And Mythery.
So, Deimos. Slaves.
Let's talk
huh?
about how you're going to let these slaves go and pay us. And you thank you and you're welcome.
Oh no!
roll initiative.
I just wanted to get paid.
Since when does the orc want to avoid a fight?
I just want to get
Wrong with
paid.
you?
All right, wait, hold on a second. So,
I mean-
Patrick?
Yes.
All right, so I'm just going to look Deimos in the eye and I say, Deimos, this can go one of two ways. You could either release the slaves and pay us, or
You could die.
face the consequences.
Succumb to my terrible German accent.
Oh boy.
I understand you are compelled to tell the truth.
Not anymore, it's not, he's out of
in
the-
the circle. You got to drag him into the circle if you
I
want to
was-
do
I was talking about Torix.
that. Right.
Wait, what is going on here? Why is this not?
I don't
So
know.
I
All the
tried-
guards disappeared.
I know. I'm
intimidate
trying to get them to come back. I think they're just because they're under the wagon. They were being a pain.
So that was my intimidation check.
Okay.
That was my bad cop. Can I try a good cop?
You're gonna be
I'm
both.
good copping. I'm good copping.
It's got to be your turn next year, buddy.
Okay. All right.
You have a split personality too?
So go ahead and roll initiative, and you guys can kind of talk a little about what you want to do. I'm going to step away for a second.
Oh my god, my rolls are crap.
You just couldn't let it happen.
Roll your initiative.
You just couldn't
I'm
let
gonna
us
skip
get
the
I
paid.
rolled twice.
I'm-
I don't know why I rolled twice.
Yeah.
Did
Yikes.
you?
They
This
were
dude-
both equally bad.
I rolled a 1.
Well,
Wow.
He's like, I'm
Wow.
done.
one was less bad than the other.
Yeah.
I had a bad
Alright.
experience with slavery, so this dude's getting his
Yeah.
Yeah, I
kidney
can't.
So Torix.
severed.
I can't let
Torix,
slavery
Torix,
abide.
Torix. Let's talk. Normally, I really like orcs, and I mean really like orcs.
That's nice. Do you know what I really like? Getting
You're
paid to do the job I got hired for.
Not, you are a pussy. What is wrong with you? Where's the brutishness? Where is your lust for vengeance and violence and blood?
Do you see the 3 hobgoblins over there that are cleaved in half? Right there.
Was that you?
Right,
Was
right,
that you?
right there.
Did you do
Right there.
that?
Yeah, I did that.
Do
But
you
these
see
guys are
the
still
dead
alive.
ogre and the dead hobgoblin
I'm back.
captain out there? That was me.
All right. So
Do you see this
everybody get
bolt in my
initiative?
shoulder?
Oh.
There it is. My blood and sweat.
Mhm.
You are so civil.
Wow, look at these amazingly
Torix.
terrible initiative scores.
Speak for yourself.
Well, I'm first, so
Uh,
see if I can figure out where. Oh, conveniently.
combat tracker.
Yeah. So, the driver next to Torix is going to attack Torix with his club. He will predictably
Oh,
miss.
this escalated quickly.
Yeah. Well, you did say release the slaves, and they're not having any of that.
Well, then we're not having any of this.
This one will come over here and attack Rhonda. That will also miss. Let's
That was
see.
so rude. You're so rude. I can't lie.
Probably
Also,
neither
I'm
can
not.
he. You can't just. Let's see. How do I want to phrase this? You won't just let a small business owner do their own.
You're getting in the way of local business.
Small
like that.
business Saturday, guys.
This
Come
one
on.
will attack Milton and miss, and oh look, an extra one for Rhonda. And ooh, a
Fancy
hit.
Fan fiction. It starts out like this.
This is fantastic. So Rhonda will take 4 points of damage.
Oh, nuts! I just rested. I just rested.
All
You
right.
deserve that.
I gotta remember
You
what these guys
deserve
can do. Mhm.
Oh,
This is gonna be bad.
Yeah, it is gonna be bad.
Let's see. What do we want to do here? Where's the? There we go. Boop, doop, doop, doo. Did I not
Cute.
write what it is? Eek. I have some of the things written down in this guy, but not all of the things. Hold please. Let me pull up the appropriate class and all their fun features. And let's see. I know it's here somewhere. Maybe something. Oh my goodness. Nope. Oh, there it is. Haha. I did write it down. I just formatted it terribly. Excellent. So this bodyguard here,
Which one?
the one that's next to Drachien,
These nuts.
will attack. Will pull out a short sword and attack Drachien. And will miss. And will then try to punch and then kick you.
Oh, monk.
The punch will miss, and the kick will also miss.
That's not a monkey. That's a humanoid.
Monk.
And I am done, and it's Drachien's turn.
Okie dokie. So, I am going to stand pat, draw my great sword. With my bonus action, I'm going to use my divine favor. So, effect, divine favor, in effect.
Is that that's your spell, right? Or is that a?
It is a spell. It's a bonus, but it's a spell, but it's only a bonus action. It's not like a spell cast.
Cool.
And
concentration up to a minute. Okay, make sure you hit your
Yep,
spell cast. Did
effect.
you hit the effect
Yep.
button?
Yep.
Are you sure?
So it says, it says in the tracker, it says Drachien Bugbane effect, damage 1d4 radiant.
Interesting. It doesn't show up in your effects, so we'll see if it works.
Okay, and then attack with the great sword.
You will miss.
I am the worst. All right, I'm done.
So it begins. I
Okay.
don't think it's actually on you.
Do you want me to
Now
roll
it
with
is.
that damage?
No, it's
Oh,
on there
okay.
now. I can see it.
So, did I have to drag it on my guy?
I just clicked it.
Okay.
Clicked the
Alright.
person where it says effect. Like the little humanoid button. It's on there now.
Gotcha.
It's on you
Okay.
now. So
All right, good enough.
Okay. I am going to use my turn to draw my weapon.
okay.
And instead of attacking with it, I am actually going to grapple with Deimos and try to kind of take him down to the ground with my blade held to his throat.
What
Which
weapon
would
are you
be-
using?
My greatsword. I can hold it with one hand without attacking with one.
That's a giant. That's a big sword to hold at someone's throat, dude.
It's the edge of it. It's not the point. It's the edge.
Okay. How about the hand axe? That might be a better.
Or the hand axe.
Yeah,
The point is, I want a weapon to his throat.
I'll give you a hand axe. This seems.
Okay.
This seems
Okay.
reasonable.
I roll a 15, and he can make a strength athletics check or dexterity acrobatics, whichever is best for him.
Sorry, say that
He
again.
just got to beat my 15. He needs to make just looking at the rules here for grapple, he needs to make an athletics or acrobatics check to beat my roll.
Okay. It does not look like he does.
He is grappled.
So while I'm doing this, I'm just like looking around at the guards. One more move, one more attack, and I will kill him.
So the guard that's right there just looks at you coldly and says, "Go ahead. His death is already determined."
Oh boy.
That's in your.
Well, that's my turn. I can't attack. I can't actually attack.
All right. Do you want to hit the turn button there?
Oh yes.
Oh, actually, do you want to take that grappled off of me? I put drag grappled onto Deimos, but Tay should do that.
Mm.
It just says he's grappled
Oh, okay. All right.
in the effects, so Tay should
Listen up.
probably also have something that it says
Where
grappled.
did you find that?
In the top where the combat tracker is next to the tooth, or
Is it like a status?
Yeah, it says it was done by Milton, but that's not correct.
below
Anyways,
the combat tracker, it's effects.
it just
in the
says
top
grappled.
right.
So,
Okay.
whoops,
Okay.
sorry. Let me take that off.
Yeah, I'm not grappled.
Nope. Oopsie.
Okay. I have a bad plan.
Oh, I love bad plans.
This whole party is a bad plan.
So if I'm doing a ranged spell attack, which doesn't have a to hit roll, how is there any sort of check I need to do? Because I know normally it's a disadvantage, but this is an automatic hit spell.
I don't know.
As far as I know, if it's an automatic hit spell, the only thing that has to be determined is a save.
It's a magic missile. It doesn't have a save. It just does
Oh,
damage.
you're doing magic
Oh, it
missile.
just
Yeah, then no,
hits.
it just hits. Yeah.
I think I'm going to be wasting some damage, but I'm going to put all 3 missiles into driver 3.
All right. Been nice knowing driver 3.
I know. Maybe I should put one into another one.
Ah,
but
too late.
meh.
Done.
Yeah, you said
I
it.
know. The first one does 2 points of damage. Second one does 5
Oh,
points of
He's
damage.
done. He's dead.
And the third one goes into his corpse.
He's not dead yet.
Oh, he isn't?
Nope.
No. Oh, he's red, which means, heavy. Then
Yeah.
the
Oh,
third
I see.
one.
Now he's dead. Can you actually see them in the combat tracker right now?
No.
We could see it on the map
Okay,
that
great.
the color changed on it.
Yeah, okay.
And I will move.
Hey, Tay, where is... Do you know where grapple is in the rulebook?
Page 195.
Okay.
And I will move next to Ivy,
Okay.
who may or may not move. And then that will be my turn.
Well, it sure made the page numbers harder to see. Oh, it's my turn. Excellent.
It's right next to page 194 and 196.
Yeah, thanks. I got that part. I was just trying to find. Just the page numbers are in
Yeah,
the
they're
book are
little-
not very contrasty.
Little translucent-y.
Yeah. Let's see. What does grappling do for everything? So you guys are just have him grappled, right? You don't actually have him knocked down, or how quickly does that all happen?
He is on the ground. To escape a grappled creature can use its action to escape. To do so, it must succeed on a strength athletics check
Yeah.
or a dexterity acrobatics check,
Right.
contested by my strength athletics check.
What can you do while you're grappled is what I was looking for.
Oh, here I'll tell you right now.
Flail.
So a grappled creature's speed becomes 0, and it cannot benefit from any bonuses to its speed. The condition ends if the grappler is incapacitated. The condition also ends if an effect removes the grappled creature from the reach of the grappler or the grappling effect, such as when a creature is lured away from away by the Thunderwave spell. So it doesn't do anything other than make his movement 0. He can still attack. He can still essentially do anything other than move.
Cool. All right. This bodyguard's gonna come over and say hi to Rona. Hi, Rona. And
Poor Rona.
attack with
Hi!
her short sword. Oh, that's a hit.
Oh.
Let's see. Where's the damage?
Ooh,
There's
wow.
the damage. And you'll take 6 points of damage.
Yeah, well, you look fat in those pants.
Ooh.
Ooh,
So
that's
said it to
vicious.
her.
Hold, please.
Damn.
Hold, please. Charisma saving throw. Did not.
You look fat in those pants.
She's
God
like,
damn it, I do!
There we go.
You know I shouldn't have worn these today.
Oh, she saved on her saving
Damn
throw.
it, Hero, you said I looked great!
Well, for that retort, she will simply try to punch and then kick you in the face. So with the punch, that will be a miss, and the kick
Gonna be out of this
will
fight
also
before
be a
I know it.
miss. Well, that's very disappointing. Okay, it is Akasha's turn.
All right, I can step like over Deimos because she's on the ground, right? I can just like ignore
I
him
think
if
they
I
should
want
kind
to.
of be in the same square. No, you cannot step over Deimos and
No,
Torix. No.
Oh, that's right. I forgot Torix is there.
There's
So,
there's a pile of bodies on the ground in front of you. You're not stepping over
so
that.
I'd have to go.
You could perhaps
around.
try to jump over that if you wanted. But
Well, no, I mean he can go through.
help
He can go
Rhonda.
through a friendly square. He just
It's
can't
not a-
go through an occupied
it's
enemy
not
square.
a friendly square.
True, yeah, because
Torix,
yeah,
you're
I-
on the ground on Deimos. You're in the same square.
Yes.
I
Yes.
could go
Yep, leave it there.
through. I could go through you, correct? Like I could go.
Who's you? Rent?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
go
can
through me.
Rent.
yeah. I can go up here and go here to
Yeah.
go to the. Okay.
But Rona is kind of surrounded right now too.
Well, that's true. Hmm.
No, but I mean, there's no reason you can't go through there.
Correct. You can go either of those locations.
Right. Well, yeah.
Rona
let
might need a
me-
bit more assistance.
Let me. Rona.
Oh yeah, Rona is, yeah.
You guys are okay over here.
A lot of daggers is coming.
I got something better. All right. I'm going to step here, and
Mhm.
then
What,
if
how
I'm
are you getting
reading-
there?
I'm
Because
just
it
gonna
doesn't
go-
really. It just shows me where you start and you end.
And then I'm just gonna run. I'm
There
gonna,
is
like,
an
run.
opportunity attack.
Yep.
yeah,
taking
yeah, there
that.
is. Yeah, go ahead, take it. I'll stop right there as you take it.
Attack you with his powerful club. Oh, it's a hit!
Oh,
You guys get killed by these guys. I'm gonna laugh. 1 damage.
One.
jeez, one. Okay.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
Statistically,
Over
they're just
here.
commoners. There's not much to them.
So 4 doesn't get an opportunity though because
Correct.
of Rona, or okay, all right,
No, well, you haven't left.
Oh, wait.
You haven't left its threatened area.
right, okay.
Did he get an opportunity attack from Deimos?
Do I get one?
Probably not because
No,
he
can't
can't
move.
grappled down. Yeah.
No, he's grappled. He can do anything but move. He can
Oh,
do
well, yeah.
anything but move.
Well, no then.
Just
I'll,
logically?
I'll just take that there attack
Yeah, go
with
ahead,
his
take it.
with
It's
his
the
rapier.
grapple
Oh, look, it's a hit.
Oh my god.
8 more damage.
Ooh.
There you go.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I should have just killed him when I had the opportunity, but fine, whatever. All right. If I'm reading this right, both of the bodyguard here is within 5 feet of an enemy of my target, correct?
I mean, she's within 5 feet of Rona.
Right. Okay. So that means I get sneak attack.
Mhm.
If you hit.
If I hit, yes. If I hit, so I'm going to try to hit her.
Why did
Sorry.
Torix get a?
Didn't mean it. I'm
What are
trying to
you
take
doing?
it off.
That's a miss.
AFK real quick.
Damn it! All right.
Hang on, I got you.
All right. Well, I'm done then.
And I don't think you want to hit the. So you, for those watching at home, he added the effect of sneak attack damage to him, but I think you want to wait until you're actually going to do the damage. Like after you hit, then you add the effect.
Oh, gotcha.
'Cause it just does do your damage. Otherwise, it'll just stay there until you roll a damage roll.
That's true. That's true.
But
Okay.
we did program in your sneak attack damage
Yes.
into Fantasy Grounds, which is our sponsor, which is this really cool program, Fantasy Grounds, which you can find out more at fantasygrounds.com. And you can see how we're doing all this fun, fancy stuff without having to do math. It's great. There we go.
Okay.
Plug
Yay,
inserted.
math.
Rhonda, it's your turn.
Kasha, if I didn't love you so much, I would say that I hate you right now.
I know. I had a plan, but it.
I have a plan too.
Well, you
Yeah,
should have shared your plan with me.
You're still,
I thought she did.
you're still in the,
coughing.
you're still in the zone of truth.
We're talking. Whatever. You're all the same. You're all the same.
You came to rescue me. That's incredibly sweet. and now I cannot cast my spell.
You can totally cast Cloud of Daggers. What are you talking about?
Well, it's a square on either side of me. It's a 5-foot square. The way it reads is a cube with 5 feet on each side. Oh, centered on a point I choose. Oh, Akasha, I take it all back.
Bipolar bar.
Reading.
Yeah. The bipolar's coming out now. Just all over the place today.
Just
Okay.
a hot mess.
Hot mess. So centered on a point I choose with 2 blobbity blah blahs. So
Blobbity blahs.
let's do this. Boing, boing, boing. They should all be.
What are you boinging?
I'm
Mhm. That is the
nothing at the
question.
moment.
What isn't she boinging?
To boing or not to boing?
To boing or not to boing? I'm selecting the 3 guys in front of me because I'm going to center a cloud of daggers on whoever this Yahoo is. Boink!
Wait, where are you putting? Oh my God, what are you doing?
A cloud of daggers.
You
5
just
feet on him
cast
and
Zone of
5 feet on
Truth.
either side.
Where?
I did not cast Zone of Truth.
Yeah, did in the comment tracker. Anyways, where are you centering? What point are you centering it on? Because
Did I cast Zone of Truth? God damn it. That was not
We did
what
earlier.
I wanted to do.
no. So, question:
Why did you just do that?
where is this? Because it's 5 feet cube on either side of a point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me
Yes.
bring it back up.
So the center.
5
is
feet
this
on
box?
each side, centered on a point
Mhm.
you choose.
Yeah. So
Well,
that
that's
means
a-
I can
we've
cast
been
it
in-
on the guy in front of me.
Right, you could.
Mm-hmm.
But I think
So
for
it actually is
for simplicity's
all
sake,
around
it's a little easier if. Oops. Sorry, I removed your Zone of Truth.
That's okay. Well,
Uh,
this is a concentration spell, so it has to go away anyway.
Oh, well, great. So
So it's fine.
a 5-foot cube in each. Oh God, this is the way we've been doing
This
it
is
in
math!
Evil Beaker's game. It's been like this 10-foot box.
So a 10-foot box.
10-foot diameter box.
I don't know. The way I read it, it just
To
seemed like
5
I pick
feet
a
on each
point and it's
side.
5 feet on each side.
Yeah. So I think. So does that mean it's a?
It's a
So
single
if you want
square.
to do it this way, I'm fine with that. I'm just
4
going to
different squares.
change things up just a tiny bit.
I think. Yeah.
Wait,
I'll,
Wait, hey, what do you mean 4 different? It's one single square, 5 feet on each side.
Well, 5 feet on each side would be
That's
10
the way I
feet.
read it.
Perimeter sides.
5 feet on each side would be 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
5 feet to the left,
Yeah.
5 feet to the right. So I'll
Yeah,
give you a
but this
10-foot square. So where do you want it?
So cast it on
gosh.
the guy in front of you, and then you'll hit both
That
sides.
is. Let's pretend that is exactly what I have just said more than once.
Hey guys, I have this great idea.
Oh God, I hate you so
Right.
much.
But so what I'm telling you is I'm not going to give you 2 half squares. So pick an intersection on the
Right
grid.
there. I have to make it match.
Yes.
Boom.
So
Done.
you
want
want to hit the 2 drivers, not the bodyguard?
That bitch
Just-
has it coming, but
I'm just asking.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
She got it coming, but she's got an opponent in front
Right.
of her.
So and then I think if you've got them both targeted, so if you do the damage, it will
Yep.
hit them both maybe?
I sure do. Yeah, I hope so. Let's find out.
Yes it did. See how
Cloud
awesome
of
this our
daggers.
sponsor Fantasy Ground is?
Yay, Fantasy
Oh.
Grounds. And it's
Wow.
up to 1 minute. It's still going.
Cool.
You want to come at me, bro? I'm looking at her. I don't even need the Zone of Truth to talk to you, girl. You and me, we got a date.
Yeah.
Destiny.
Okay. Anyways, on that note, oh my gosh, I'm getting a little. Yeah, let me kill some things here. Okay. Excellent. So the merchant, as he's grappled, He looks very afraid. There's a scary half-orc on top of him. He takes out a red gem.
Oh boy.
And smashes it on the ground.
Oh no.
And hang on, I'm little fast talking here. Come on, go in there. Oh, duh. Turn the edit button off. Aha. And a fire elemental appears.
Oh boy!
Fantastic.
Do.
Can I make an insight check while he's doing that?
Sure.
I want to determine if he is in control of this fire elemental. Oh boy.
Yeah, you have no idea.
Well, crap.
Maybe like. Excellent. Oh, roll really high up there. Cool. Jeez. Neat. Let's give the fire elemental initiative 2, so he goes after the merchant. And then I'm guessing trying to ungrapple is an actual action.
Yeah, but you threw down the thing as the action,
so he's
right?
not going to do anything much else than that. And now this fancy dancy little fire elemental here is. Let's see. I'll just read the spell really quick to answer your question. Yes. Sorry. So the merchant will say, kill them all.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a fair assumption that he's probably under his control.
You think? Yeah, so let's see. Who do I want to attack here? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. So he will come out and reaches out to attack Torix. Oh, so sad with that miss. We'll try again. That one hits.
Oh.
So Torix will take 7 points of fire damage.
Ooh.
That's a little fire scarecrow.
And it's Ivy's turn.
Rhonda ruined my plan.
The fire elemental ruins your plan?
There seems to be
No,
a lot of that
Rhonda
going
ruined my
on.
plan.
Oh.
Rhonda,
There's a lot of plan ruining going around here.
But
there
was
is.
your plan to heal me? Because I'm still on board with that.
Yeah, I suppose I could do that. This, my powers, I can only do that like once a rest. Is that the way that works?
Which one?
What are you talking about?
My special power.
Could you be more specific? Like spell your channel divinity?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's once per rest.
You have one of those per rest at the moment, yes.
Yeah.
Uh,
That could help both of them.
but you can't restore. You can't raise anyone more than half of their hit points, though.
Okay.
Which I don't. Neither one of them is below half, so that particular ability will not get you very far. What would you like to do?
I guess I'll just heal Rhonda. A healing word.
Nice.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it on her.
Nice. Oh, man.
And just keep an eye on your spell slots. I'll get myths here, but just make sure your spell slots are
Yeah.
ticking appropriately.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Mine are.
Yeah, it seems that they do.
Lessah's
No,
does not.
you have to do it manually.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, you cast a skill, you got to check the box. It won't check it for you.
Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. Are you done, Myth?
Yep. Oh, sorry. Down under my.
Oh, hey, look, Driver's still alive. That's amazing. He's gonna attack Torix.
Bring it.
That's a miss. I guess technically he should move there. Okay. And excellent. Let's see. What do I want to do? We're definitely gonna attack Rent here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nothing horribly terribly exciting. We'll just attack you again with a bunch of stuff. So we'll attack you with a short sword. That will miss. And 2 more unarmed strikes. And it'll miss. And we'll also miss. Oh, this is very disappointing.
I am a tin can.
Apparently.
Okay. So, yes. At this point, I am going to still have my greatsword out. I am still invoking it. I am still going to attack this guy. Miss Bodyguard. Oh,
that's
I
a
hate
1.
my life. Oh my god, I'm the worst. All right.
Torix.
Okay. So free action just to speak to Deimos. I'd highly recommend you turn your elemental against your bodyguards, or I will kill you. Keep in mind whose knife is to whose throat. I don't know if that's intimidation.
Probably.
I mean, I'm kind of already in the action of about to kill him. Pretty intimidating as it is.
Let's see. I think
Maybe
he's
with
kind
a
of
plus
lost.
5 advantage.
What?
Maybe with a plus 5 advantage. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
You know, I've already got him grappled and a knife to his throat. You know.
Well,
Yeah.
you don't, I mean, you're trying. It's not like you're holding him. You've got him pinned or anything here. So there's still some moving around, and I think let's see. His response will be that he'll take his chances that you all kill each other, and he'll finally be free.
Okay. We can play that game. Actions. Rage. And
You didn't get it.
I didn't?
You gotta hit the person. It's not applying to you. So open up rage.
Oh, I see.
And
I
then
see.
hit the little.
There we
There you go. You know how it adds all the nice stuff to your.
Yep. Okay. That being said, I'm going to. Can I yet attack him with my greatsword instead of my hand axe, or must I use my hand?
You would have to drop your hand axe to draw your greatsword.
I will do that.
You would also have to stop grappling him.
That's fine. He's still on the ground, yeah?
He is still prone.
Okay.
We'll put you there. Actually, I think.
Wait, is he prone and grappled? Because he was just grappled before.
He's laying on the ground.
Well, no.
So I'm assuming
Again,
that's
prone and grappled are different. So if he's grappled, it just means you guys are tussling. And his movement is 0, but he can still do stuff. You can still do stuff. If he's prone, that means you have knocked him down through some other action other than grappling. So he is just grappled.
Okay.
Each of these effects are their own thing. So you can't say prone, grappled, is restrained. No, he's just grappled.
I
Not
will
anymore,
make
he's
the
not.
point that I did declare that I was going to wrestle him to the ground, but it is the DM's call.
So I think at this point you would have to, if you want to get him to you grappled him last time, you would need to make another grapple check to put him onto the ground this time.
Nah, I'll just attack him with my greatsword.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well,
You will try to attack him with your greatsword.
I did attack him. I just did not hit him.
Yeah, you didn't hit him.
And
RNG,
that would
damn
be
you,
that.
RNG.
Milton.
Oh, a fire elemental.
Yes,
I know
indeed.
what I do to fire elementals. So I'm going to use Twin Spell. I'm going to cast a second level version of Chromatic Orb, and I'm going to do it cold. So it's going to be a 48 attack towards him, and I'm going to send the other one
Jesus.
to the bodyguard U, which is in front of
Sure.
Akasha.
Yep. So
Okay.
you need to attack each of them separately.
Yep. And do I just drag attack over each of them?
Yes. So do them one. So attack and then damage for each one, please. So like concurrent, consecutively. If that makes any sense. So attack one.
What?
And if you hit, do the damage.
It doesn't seem to be doing anything when I drag it over the icon of the fire elemental.
Yeah. Well, that's possible. Let me see if I can. Is that working now? Probably not. Sure doesn't seem like it is.
Nope.
Boo. Hang on. Let me see if. Now try it. Oh, wait.
I don't.
Now try
You
it.
can't. There you go.
There we go. That's a hit.
Okay, and it'll do 48 cold.
Good lord.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Didn't roll too well. So 12 points damage.
Okay.
And then the second one. That's
will
23 to hit.
That will hit the bodyguard.
And I'll do 17 points of damage.
Nice.
Very good. That's some damage.
And I used one sorcerer point for Twin Spell. Let me make sure that I wasn't wrong, and it isn't two. But and that will be my turn.
Nicely done. Ooh.
I continue hiding behind
The
Ivy.
cleric? I mean, that's an option. You're sure. All right. Well, this gal is now going to attack the dragonborn in front of her. Oh, look, I got a hit with my short sword. Fantastic. Take 9 points of damage. And then we'll attack twice with unarmed strikes. Hit. And third attack is a miss. All right. Couple of little smacks to Akasha, whose turn it is now.
All right. Try a dagger or my rapier to see maybe I can actually hit for once.
Boom.
That's a natural 20.
That is a natty 20, and guess what?
So
am
turn
getting
your
my
sneak attack on
attack.
now,
Yep.
and now roll your damage. This is gonna hurt.
This is really gonna hurt.
Oh man.
Here come all the dice.
Oh my god.
That is a 23.
So many dice.
Dear Lord.
Yeah, there you go.
Why did it say breath weapon there?
I don't know
Was that
why
the
it
breath
said
weapon?
that.
I don't know.
2d6
Yeah.
on the breath weapon?
Type fire.
Well,
Type
yeah,
fire.
I dragged my rapier damage, but it called it fire.
Looks
my
like you
fire
got
breath.
your
I don't know why I did
your
that, but anyway.
fire damage.
Yeah,
I
you got
mean,
your
it's still
chocolate
the
and
same
peanut
damage
butter.
dice, right?
No, rapier's not 2d6.
No. Let's
No.
see. She was okay. Try that
Rapier's
again.
a 1d8. Yeah, I
So
don't know what happened.
roll your so turn on your sneak attack effect,
Yep, hold on.
and then
All right.
roll your damage onto. Oh, hang on. Let me remove that effect.
That's what I did.
Roll your damage,
before,
but hold
yeah.
shift this time to make sure that it gets the critical hit damage.
That's what I did, but I don't know. There we go. Nope. I rolled it on myself.
Oh my!
Well, and that was
Oh
the
my
last...
goodness. Let's try
I
this.
just killed myself.
What were you at? 22 in it?
Yeah.
22 wounds. All right. Try this again. So
I swear I had her targeted. But
add the
Time with feeling.
there we go.
you still didn't do it right.
There we go.
Well, I had shit. Oh, I bet because I didn't
The
have
crimp
my.
came
Okay.
off. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Add the
effect came off
effect
'cause
and
yep,
hold shift.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
but
And
it's
you got to
not-
put her at the proper health that she was at originally.
I did.
Yeah, he did.
I thought she was less healthy.
Oh,
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go.
There we
now
go.
it worked.
27. After
Now
all of
my
that,
fears-
you did more damage than you did initially.
Yeah, I
Wow.
Wow.
Look at that.
So
right.
she's down 44
So-
points of damage and is dead.
Right.
Yep. she
Akasha
is
comes
dead.
up and with his rapier does a nice, good job of skewering her and gets her right square in the heart and pulls it out with a nice little twist, and she just crumples to the ground.
Cool. So I'm going to move at half speed around Akasha. Very careful. Can I? I can't share a square with him, can I?
No, you cannot.
At the end, no, but you can move through a square.
Yes, you can move
Okay.
through.
Yeah. So that would be basically 5, 10. And I'm gonna stand on the other side of my daggers and just see what I can see. Is this gonna last for? This party's gonna last for a minute, and I'm gonna wink at Akasha like, writing you
can-
song right now.
Can you move your daggers?
I
No.
don't know.
I don't think so.
think so.
No, they did.
No.
I
They're-
think
they're
once
centered
they're
on a point.
there, they're there.
The only way to
Well-
get rid of them is you got to unconcentrate. You have to do.
Yeah, you got to do something
Yeah.
to break my concentration. To tell a joke or something. But you
or
know,
you could just willfully,
yeah, I could just stop thinking about it.
Yeah.
You know,
But you can still, but you can
like
still
you're
attack.
thinking about how we're not getting paid now.
Oh, we're getting paid.
like hell. We're getting paid even more now.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm
and
taking the whole
thus,
damn money bag.
Since I'm, do I need to do a concentration check on each turn to keep?
No,
this
no,
going?
you
No.
you can attack. You can still attack.
But I can still attack while.
Yeah.
You-
As long as you
While
don't
holding
use
this
something that
concentration spell.
requires concentration. Yes.
Exactly.
right.
As long as you don't have
Oh.
to concentrate on anything else, but you can
Well,
cast and
I have the perfect solution.
Plink plink.
It's vicious mockery. I'm gonna throw some insults, yeah. Ba, 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 ba.
I'll add a little jazz hands for you.
Yeah.
Little jazz hands. It's really, these icons are so small. It's really hard to tell who's who here.
You can zoom in.
Yeah, I'm zooming. Oh, whoa. Sorry, Torix. Sorry, buddy.
I'm dizzy. I don't feel so good.
Oh, I have a perfect. I think I can see the feet of this bodyguard over here, and I am
I'm
going.
gonna say no.
You think? You
Well,
don't think?
instead of a
what is
giant
that?
a wagon.
Oh, okay. There's a wagon in the way.
Yeah.
Can't see him, and I probably shouldn't throw things at Drachien.
it's fine.
Um,
You can throw things my way.
But I can see the merchant.
You
So
can see the merchant. You can see the fire element.
Or the elemental.
The
Well,
elemental
is
is my
the
giant
elemental? Yeah, but if I throw things at him, like insults, he might come for me.
and then he'll get stuck in your
Have to
blade.
go
I'm a
through your
little
blade.
worried. All
That's
right,
why you're on
fine.
the other side of the
Okay.
weapons.
Fire elemental. You call that a fire?
It fails
He
its
failed.
save.
He failed, so I get to damage him.
And you also get to. So I added the effect of disadvantage on his next attack, which you
Oh,
can.
sweet. Do I need to drop the effect on him like that?
Yeah.
Sweet. I got it.
I think that
On
lasts
it.
for his
Fantasy
next
grounds.
turn, right?
Amazing. Yes.
Next roll makes for the end of the next turn. I might have to reprogram that because it might be. It might just stay the whole round, but we'll see. Okay. Ooh, there's a lot of stuff going on over here. Merchant's not taking very kindly to Torix here, so we're gonna try to skewer Torix. Hey, look, a hit with his rapier. And a whopping 4 damage after the resistance.
Wow.
Ew.
Oh.
By the way, was the fire elemental vulnerable to cold?
How would you know?
I'm just asking. Did it seem to take more damage from cold?
No.
Okay.
Ooh.
Right. So the fire elemental is gonna walk over yonder.
Whoa!
Oh no!
Ah,
Standing on the fire.
Yeah, he is standing on the fire. Breakfast is ruined.
Ah,
And also the fire seems to be, possibly having an
Healing
effect. Well, you're not really sure.
I was looking forward to breakfast.
I got to eat.
And it's going to attack Ivy. And will miss. Let's see, is it still... It does not still advantage, so it looks like we're doing this correctly. Fantastic. We'll attack Ivy again. And miss Ivy again. Oh, that's so sad. By the way, Rent, did you want to take an attack of opportunity against the fire elemental?
Absolutely, I am. So,
That will hit.
finally, and then greatsword damage.
Hey, look, it even added the D4.
Yes, it did. And it didn't seem to change its color at all. All right, that's
hit harder next
troubling.
time. Ivy.
Yes.
well, let's fix poor Akasha.
Also, there's a fire elemental in your face.
Yeah, I know, but I'm afraid Akasha's gonna drop dead any minute.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Coughing up blood.
I'm fine. It's fine.
Sorry, Milton, I'm gonna have to move.
You're gonna.
You're gonna.
You're gonna get a.
What?
I have to move out from in front of this fire elemental.
You're gonna get an attack of opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah,
You're
he's gonna
decent at
attack you if
fighting.
you move. Just
If
whack
you move
him.
away from a threatened square, if you move out of its threatened range, it gets a free attack.
And you're not that bad at fighting.
You can move around it, but if you move away from it, that's when it gets to attack you for free.
Alright, I'll stay there. If I move around it, that's just gonna leave Milton.
Oh, how nice.
Oh.
Myth has learned how to be a shield.
Protecting the little halfling.
She's not even a sorcerer right now.
Alrighty.
Alright.
Are diagonal moves double move?
No.
If you take 2 of them,
Yeah.
2 diagonal moves equates to 15 feet rather than.
I think that this program actually doesn't. No, it is actually doing it correctly. Great. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Cool. Myth, don't forget to check off your spell.
Right.
All right. This
Top of the order.
the driver is going to attack Torix and miss.
Oh, Torix, you beefy beefcake.
Oh,
the
hi.
bodyguard is still going after. Hey, Drachien, you need some lower. Oh my goodness! Come
Yes.
on.
It's my
Third
job.
attack and a 1. Hey. It didn't roll above a 7. That's dreadful.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Now for the money. You know what? Fine. I'm going after the merchant.
Okay. That's a hit.
All right. And now I'm going to use the greatsword and a smite.
Oh,
What's
damn.
smite do again?
Well, you'll see.
You'll see.
Holy cats, 25 points.
Yeah. 2d8
2d8.
radiant damage on top of the regular damage of the die.
Okay.
And he's dead.
You only get to use that once in a.
Well, no, that's a spell point, so I burn another spell.
Oh, okay.
So I'm down to 1 spell left.
All right. Well, the merchant is.
No more.
Unconscious?
Unconscious.
Well,
We'll say
he dies with a whimper.
Noing.
Oh, we wanted to question him.
Oh, sorry.
Well, okay, fine. He can be, if you want him to be.
Unconscious. Yeah, I'm not going to coup de grace him. He's just
Sure.
unconscious. All right, that's my turn. Thank you. I will end it.
All right, and I will use. I've been waiting to use this
Uh-oh.
reckless attack
Alrighty.
and attack the driver.
All right.
Yeah, just to get him out of the way. Just trash mob.
You hit him. You rolled 2 10s.
Barely. And if I can, he's going to die now.
Yes.
Nice.
he is.
He's done.
Okay.
And then I'm going to move there
All right.
up to the
Oh,
bodyguard.
okay. I was hoping you were going after the Ellie. That's all right.
Yeah, sorry, I want to get this bodyguard out of the way so we don't get flanked anymore.
Gotcha.
And that ends my turn.
Okay. Milton.
Okay, I will start my turn by casting a normal chromatic orb
Okay.
of cold
Okay.
at the elemental.
Seems appropriate. That will hit.
15.
That's a hit.
And I will do 14 points of damage.
Okay.
Nice.
Hey, look, his little dot changed.
See, he's into yellow now.
And then I'll run behind this wagon.
Okay.
Nice.
The flammable wagon.
And I will call that a turn.
Okay.
All right, I am going to swing at said fire elemental with a 7.
Nope,
so
that's gonna miss.
Never mind. And Rhoda, it's up to you.
You totally got this.
Do I?
Totally.
Oh gosh, there's a wagon.
I'm gonna go hide behind your wall of.
Yeah, I'm thinking about working my way over there. It's my movement speed. It is. Why isn't it? Oh, it's 30. No, that's my hit points. Where's my movement speed?
That's
30.
also 30.
It's 30.
Oh, okay.
It's
That's not a
in
lot.
main, next to
Okay,
your initiative.
5, 10, 15. Hi, Milton. 20. Ah, whoops, sorry, I moved a wagon. I did not mean to do that. 20, 25. I don't need any more than that. But I do
The
need
wagon
to.
was there.
Yeah, okay, move it. I was just moving around the wagon, man. All right, but I do need to spit an insult at this fire elemental because you suck so hard.
He saves.
He saved. I'll have to work on my insults later. Go, Ivy.
Nope,
Oh,
my
Ivy,
turn.
by the way. Oh, but can I mention something to Ivy?
Sure.
So, Ivy, the attack of opportunity, you could avoid that if you disengage. But that means you can move and disengage, but you can't do anything else other than disengage and move away. But you can move away and not get an attack of opportunity if you call a disengage.
I can't heal Akasha again.
You can. But I'm just saying, if you wanted to do that last time, move away and then heal, you cannot without getting an attack of opportunity. But now you're threatened, so you can. You're not going to get a free attack on you. It's only if you move away and not disengage.
The other thing is that if her heal is a bonus action, which one of the heals, I don't remember which one.
Oh, that's right.
is.
Yes. If it is a bonus action, you can do a bonus action and in disengage.
Okay, so the fire elemental draws up and basically sucks the entire fire out of the
Oh God, not the guy.
of the the fire. No, just like out of the campfire that's there. And hurls it. Over yonder.
Oh boy.
So Milton and Rhonda and Akasha and Ivy, please make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy.
I rolled a 9.
Yeah, that ain't gonna cut
It's
it.
not going to end
Not
well.
gonna be good.
6, 6, 2.
Oh my goodness.
Yikes.
Everybody fails
It
the
was
save.
nice knowing all of you.
Mm-hmm.
Can I point out that I have fire resistance?
Mm-hmm.
That would be
These two.
a good thing to have. And how much fire resistance do you have? Oh, is it just
It's
just
half.
fire?
It's half. All
It's
damage
half.
is half.
Yeah, it's half.
We should program that into you at some point, but okay.
Yeah. I
I
just remember that because, I'm a
Red Dragonborn.
red
That
dragon.
makes
So, yeah.
sense.
I want
Yeah,
to
so-
roll. Oh, this is disappointing.
It's probably still not going to help. This is going to hurt.
Oh, it's okay. We'll go this route then.
Ew. Oh,
What?
that's not bad.
So if you didn't save, or you take 16 points of damage, so Akasha will only take 8 fire damage. It's
Mm-hmm.
not a full-fledged fireball, but it was a pretty good approximation given that it was kind of sucking out of a fire there.
Oof. Bam, bam, bam.
Zoinks.
That's looking ugly.
I'm done. The fire is gone though. Like presumably this is
Yeah,
not.
can't do that again.
Right.
Right, I can't do it.
It sucked the fire out. Ivy, it's your turn.
Well. Okay.
You could now use your channel ability.
Yeah.
now.
So I can split 15 points between us.
Right. But you can't bring anyone up to more than half health.
Well, that's not gonna happen anyway.
So Rona
Use
can.
the overhead airbag to help yourself before you help your neighbor.
Well, she can only.
Well, she's already.
Ivy
at
and
half.
Ivy and
Not gonna
Rona
help
can
herself.
only heal 1 hit point. But you could do that
Right.
if you want. That could
one
be
hit
2
point.
of your 15.
Could you do more than 2 people?
Yes.
Yeah, I can do everybody.
Up to half.
So
Yeah.
choose any creatures within 30 feet. Divide the hit points among them. This feature can restore a creature to no more than half of its hit point maximum.
So you can heal me. Is it round up or round down?
It's always round down.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thanks, Don.
So you can heal me 5.
Okay, do that.
And then Akasha, I don't know
6.
how much.
6. I
Yep.
do believe. Yes, 6.
Yeah.
And then
11.
you can do you and Rona 1.
One.
Yep.
Yeah.
13.
Okay.
Yep.
So you
There
got
you
2 points left.
All right.
That's all she can spend it on. So
That's all it.
Okay.
make
Mhm.
sure to check the ability.
I got it. Oh, it counts as a spell light, right?
No, it's
No, Channel Divinity is just a one and done. It's not a spell slot.
Yeah.
Oh,
we
yeah.
have to check both of your channel divinities though, because it's
Right. It's a one. Yeah.
All right.
well done.
It's kind of a handy
But
little
now can-
spell to have.
But I still can't move away from this thing because I didn't do something.
Right.
Yes.
You
Yes,
did
okay.
something, so if you tried to move away from it, it would get an attack of opportunity.
Got
A
it.
single melee attack.
All right. Fine.
Oh boy. Oh, a new target. I'm out of key points, so I can only attack once. That's no fun. That's fine. I'll attack Torix. Hey, look, a 21.
Oh, hey.
He attacked recklessly last time, so I got advantage. That's fantastic.
Nice.
Yeah, but he also
Cute.
resists damage, so he only takes 3.
Wow.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Drachien.
I am going to have it invoke a attack of opportunity against me. Go ahead. Hit me.
I would love to.
How dare you?
I
Come at
would
me, bro.
love to. I miss.
Womp womp. All right. And then, for the sake of goodness. God, I'm first.
That's a miss.
God.
Not so good, huh?
For
Not
Not
goodness
so
sake.
good. Oh, for goodness sake. All right. That's my turn. God, I'm terrible.
Combat
Right,
goes better if you actually
and,
hit things.
I hear that, yeah.
Yeah, and yet again, relentless attack on the bodyguard.
It's
with my
fun.
great sword. It is super fun. I take that as a hit, I presume.
Yes, that's a hit. Dropped the 3, so it was probably a good choice.
Yes, and 15 points of damage.
Nice.
That was a good hit.
Yeah.
That's a land. That connected. And that will end my. Can I? I'm not leaving a threatens. I'm not leaving the threat
they're
area.
good. You can do that.
Okay,
Yep,
good.
that's fine.
End my turn.
Milton.
Well, that was dumb. I'm gonna move here, and then I'm gonna cast Chromatic Orb again on
Okay.
the Fire Elemental. Boo!
That's a miss.
Booers!
Is that all your second level? Or that's a first level spell, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a first level spell. I've cast.
You cast it at second level though at one point, didn't you?
Yes, I
Yeah,
did.
when you took it.
And
Nice.
and I used 2 sorcerer points for that because it was second level.
Uh-huh.
So in other words, I could cast it 2 more times. Once at the second level, once at a first level if I want to. And that's my turn.
Hey, for the love of God, let me kill this thing.
Your 13 will
13?
hit. See,
Nice.
Rents. You see how
Yay.
easy it is to hit this thing? Come on, dude.
I'll be beating myself in my tent.
I
I
rolled
don't
on
want to
me
know what
again.
you're
Oh my
beating in the
goodness.
tent.
Stop doing that, dude.
I'll be in my bunk.
Zoom in, man.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I gotta zoom in. Okay, thank you.
I was about to celebrate. I was like, oh, it's dying.
Yeah.
Fine.
Oh, and my stupid effect wasn't on either because I screwed that up the first time. Sorry.
Just roll 4d6.
Roll
Wow,
40.
4d6 is
Wait,
insane.
why are you getting 4d6? It did it as a critical there. That's weird. When it hit you, it did it as a critical.
Yeah.
It should just be 2d6. No, just roll
Yeah.
2d6. Oh my gosh, what are you doing?
Wow.
Okay, stop that.
Do it again.
Once more of a feeling. All right.
All
So
right.
you just want to 2d6?
If you're holding, stop holding shift. You only hold shift to do the critical.
Right.
So because it just gave you critical damage
On
when you
top
did
of.
that.
Yeah. See, but I didn't hold shift that time, so that's why I don't understand why it did that.
I don't know. Just roll 2d6 in there. Just roll 2d6 for me, and I'll add it. Okay. All right. He done.
Yeah.
I forgot why it's not. Why?
Yeah, but
everything
I
you're
gotta
rolling
figure out
is
why that's not
critical
working.
hit.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why that's not working, but okay. Anyway.
Yeah, that
Okay.
was 2d6. That was 1d6 plus 2.
Well, see, why is my
Well,
I don't know. None of my whole thing is messed up for some reason.
Yeah, you're right. That was 1d6.
Yeah, I got to
plus
figure
2.
out what's going on. It's not. I don't know.
10.
Something's messed up.
Well, part of the
Something's
problem
going
there was you hit 2d6 twice, so it added
on.
extra
okay.
d6s.
But I got to figure out why. Sometimes it's like doing the critical, and sometimes it's not. But because I'm not holding shift, so I don't understand.
Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah, I don't know.
nice.
Yeah. I just went back behind this tent and I touched myself.
Okay.
So
Mhm.
Done.
What's
Somebody
going
needs
on
to
behind
kill
that
that elf.
tent?
Nothing.
Don't look at me.
Don't ask when Lessah goes
Look
behind a tent
away.
or a rock. That's the wrong thing. I don't want that. Go away. Let's see. We will. Fire Elemental will attack Rent. Oh, a hit. I love hits.
Yeah.
And Rent will take 13
it.
points of fire damage.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll attack him again. And that's a miss. Okay, it's Ivy's turn.
Oh boy.
Now, if you wanted to disengage, you could do that. What you doing?
Thinking about it. Decide whether I should get the heck out of here or just heal Akasha.
I got Akasha. Don't worry about Akasha. I got him.
Alright, then I'm out.
Save
All right.
yourself.
Go back here.
What's that? 5,
I'm
10,
gonna heal Milton.
15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, okay.
You can't go through the wagon.
If she went around, it's still
She can
30.
go around it.
Yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20.
That's
Need to
30.
move back one.
No, that's fine. You can be there.
Yeah. Yeah. That's probably more legitimate.
Yeah, still healing with healing word.
Done?
I think she's gonna try to heal Milton with healing word.
No, it can't. Oh, is it a bonus? As if it's a bonus, yes.
Oh,
if it's not a
no,
bonus,
it's not. Or is it?
Healing word is a bonus, I think.
What's the description say?
Bonus action.
No, nice. There you go.
Sweet.
Done.
Thank you, Ivy.
You're welcome.
That's
You're
kind of
having
fun.
to slide things around on here.
That's your third first level spell, right?
Yes.
Okay. Oh boy, this gal's still around, huh? All right, let's see if I can hit Torix. Oh, I love attacking things with advantage. Hit you for 4 damage. Stupid rage
Cute.
resist.
Bring it.
All right,
Ooh. Okay.
Drachien.
Can you please give Akasha 10 hit points
Yeah,
out of my pool of 15?
I can do that.
Well, thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Is that all you're
And
doing?
then, well, that's all I can do. That is my
Okay.
action. And I will move on.
Torix.
And yet again, reckless attack
Oh, you're so reckless.
with the great sword on the bodyguard.
Whoa.
That'll hit.
Nice. And again with the damage. 12.
And bye-bye, bodyguard.
Ah.
And 15.
Got the stinking fire element.
I'm going to move right there. And that's where I'm going to end my turn.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to
I think I can go
cast
right there.
Chromatic Orb as a 2nd level spell
Oh boy.
and attack the fire elemental.
Okay. Oh dear.
Oh,
20.
natty 20.
Oh my god.
This could hurt.
Wowza.
Do I just hold down shift?
No, you shouldn't have to. It should do it automatically. I only had him do it the one time because he screwed it up, so he had to like. Re-
My
reroll
God.
Wow.
And he's
29.
still up.
And it's still not dead.
Wow.
Holy crapola.
Come on! Like, that was really good stuff right there.
Wow. That's terrifying.
That is terrifying.
I wish I had another sorcerer point.
Are you done?
Sadly, yes.
All right, Akasha, it's all you, buddy.
Maybe.
That's
Nope.
a miss. Rhonda.
Oh, look at who's come to play with me behind the tent. What's up, girl?
Oh dear.
Oh my.
Not okay. Not okay.
Why
He's
isn't he
gone to
dead?
straight woohoo girl mode.
Listen, some of us are trying very hard to kill it.
Somebody had one too many
Somebody is.
cranberries.
Somebody vodka cran.
Some people are doing a pretty good job of trying to kill it. So
Ah, yeah, you guys are doing a great job. I would just like to congratulate all of you on your awesome, great job.
oh dear.
Once
Where you
more
going?
to
Come
me.
back.
What are you doing to me? Why do I need to come back? I was just gonna cast an insult at this dude here. Hold on. I can inspire others with stirring words or music. Use a bonus action on your turn to choose one creature other than yourself can hear you. And that creature gains one bardic inspiration die, a d6.
Ooh,
So it's
damn.
not everybody.
It's just one guy.
It's just one guy, it sounds like.
Yeah.
But
Once
you
within
can
the next
you
10
can
minutes,
add
the
it
creature-
to an ability check or an attack roll or a saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Just give it to the next person that's gonna attack.
Okay. Ivy?
I'm not going to attack anything.
Why not?
Or do you have anybody that needs a lot of healing?
Just me.
Because it,
Well, it's a
she's like,
you add it to one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. It's not just any roll,
Oh, okay.
so it won't increase her healing.
All right.
I'll take it.
I am going to give it to Drake.
Oh, I love it.
Drachien, you now.
You have inspired me.
Drachien, you don't need a hair shirt. You can just be whatever you want to be.
Oh boy.
Wear normal shirts.
Normal shirt.
Make them cotton or linen of some general fashion.
I don't have an effect under Bardic Inspiration, but it should be.
Well,
a
he gets to pick when he
D6.
wants to use the d6.
Yeah.
I'm
so-
going to add it to my
Okay.
attack roll. D6 to my
Okay.
attack roll.
All right.
Get that.
Go! I've got the cheer. I've got a shirt. It says Drachien across the front. I've got pom poms.
I don't think she's very inspiring.
Yeah.
A little
I'm
creepy,
not
maybe.
inspired.
Fire Elemental is going to continue to attract Drachien. Oh, miss with a
Oh,
19.
just-
Ay.
Wow.
All right.
And another miss. Oh, that's so disappointing.
All righty.
All right, Ivy.
That's Ivy.
Hey, now heal me.
Okay.
Nice. Wow.
All the way up.
We're rolling some good
Oh.
heals.
All right. Okay. Here's my attack.
Finish it off.
Add that D6 in there.
And the D6. So 14 plus 2.
That should hit.
16 to hit. 16 to hit. Damage. And I'm going to use my last spell slot to smite. Great sword damage on it.
Okay.
I believe. Hold on a second.
It didn't.
I believe that 2 gets re-rolled because of my great weapon.
Uh-huh.
Right? Hold on a second.
Sounds
I will
right.
tell you. Because 1 or 2s. Yep, 1 or 2s get re-rolled. So that 2 gets re-rolled. So it's a 6 plus 5. So that's 11 points of damage.
But it takes
and
four,
then-
it takes three more.
Plus the 3.
Right. Well,
It's 14.
6 plus 5. The 2 gets
It's
re-rolled.
11. Plus your 3 for your strength.
Oh, right. Sorry. Yeah.
Strength.
Right. And then my smite on top of that. Oh, hold on. That went in the wrong spot. That is 11 points more.
So
I should-
25.
Dragged it on him.
Boop, 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 boop.
Oh, not quite.
You're
Holy
kidding me.
crap!
My turn.
Also, since I'm actually reading this thing, you hit it with a melee attack, so you will take 1d10 points of fire damage.
Oh.
Which will be
Interesting.
8 points of damage, Mr. Drachien.
Oh, I'll take it.
You want me to?
Deserve it.
Do you want me to
Willfully.
add it, or do you want me to add it?
You can go ahead. Take it off on her.
Done
That
and
dude
done.
is just a sack of hit points.
All right, next.
All right. And next.
And yet again, reckless attack.
Sure.
Wow, you're so reckless.
Fire Ellie, and I realize I get my D10 of damage against me.
Wow, that's a hit.
That'll hit.
Take it, that hits.
Yes, it does.
And damage. 12 points of damage.
Okay. Still up.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my god!
And
Could
there's
that
your
red get any
6
deeper?
points of damage.
3 points actually, because I resist
That's-
that damage.
You do.
3 points of it while raged, due to my bear totem.
Yeah, that's fine. You can still take your 3 points of damage.
Yes.
Oh boy. All right.
4.
End your turn.
Alright. And that's it.
Got any spells left there, Milton?
I've got one first level spell left, and it's Chromatic Orb.
Nice.
Oops.
Hell, a magic missile will probably take it down.
Or do I just want to magic missile him because I know that's gonna hit?
Yeah.
Let's go magic missiles.
All right.
He's pretty low.
It's what, 3d4?
He's in cap.
It's died.
Done, done, done. Nice.
Awesome.
I got one more.
Fine.
Woohoo!
What's really disappointing
Nicely
is I just
done.
realized that it can actually walk into enemy squares and set you on fire.
What?
Wow.
Just found that out.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I am.
Well
Holy
done.
moly. So, long
That's
rest?
disappointing. I cast the wrong heal on myself.
Free the slaves
Long
and
rest,
long
anyone?
rest?
I definitely want to loot Deimos right now.
Yeah, let's loot all the things and
Mhm.
All right.
get all the rest.
I am going to go to this wagon.
Oh.
How do we break the enchantment on the wagons?
Well, when you loot Deimos, you do get. He's got 300 gold on it. Well, so he's got some gold. The bodyguards have some gold. The drivers have like pittance. But all told, you get 300 gold.
Okay, so why don't each of us just add 50
Well,
gold
hang on. I can
to
put it in
our-
the party sheet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do that. Does he have any other items on him that pique my interest?
I think actually, no, he doesn't. Well, he's got a rapier and a signet ring.
I will take the signet ring.
Okay. I will put it in your inventory.
Are there any notes or anything upon my looting of his corpse? Are there any notes or letters indicating what company or business
did
that he
not
was working?
go into. The signet ring did not go in your backpack. That's disappointing. Let's try doing.
I can add it into my back.
Oh, why won't it go into your backpack here? This is disappointing. Come on.
How do I
I'm trying to put it in the.
like that?
Did you get it in there?
Yeah, look at my inventory now.
It just says signet ring.
Right?
Is it? It's not the.
Should it be linked?
That's what I was trying to do.
Oh yeah, delete that. Get that thing out of there.
I might have to explore that a little more. I'm not sure why it's going in there. Anyways,
There, I just added it. I linked it in.
oh,
Just
there you
drag it
go.
over.
Great. By the way,
Although it
Ivy,
does-
did you want to
Do
ID the
we
breastplate
want-
you had?
Yeah.
All right, it's a +1 breastplate. There you go. It's in your inventory. I am. Let's see. its AC bonus is actually less than what you're currently wearing.
Oh,
Wow.
She's wearing chainmail, so.
Mm.
You do find a map, which basically is his route. So it's like the big city is kind of, well, he's kind of supposed to be going, it looks like, past the major city that's nearby to kind of a crossroads.
Mm-hmm.
So,
What city is that that's nearby? Is
uh,
it labeled on the map?
well, somebody hasn't finished building the world map yet.
Who's that? I don't know.
Let's think of-
Whose
somebody.
responsibility was that?
So, but let me look up the.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
I do have the name somewhere. I just gotta look it up.
Okay.
I think you have the name. Thurnberg.
Thurnberg. Okay.
It was a city that he wanted you to take him to in the first place. So.
Right. Yeah, I remember him mentioning that. Just
He also so he's got the signet ring, cash, and that's kind of it, really. He's got a breastplate. So what you doing?
Uh,
I say we set the prisoners free. I mean,
Oh, the soldier
might as well
soldier
now.
comes walking, like stumbling out, like, what happened out here?
So, what happened was these guys turned out to be the merchants that we were carrying didn't let us look into their wagons. And we kind of thought that something might be up. Turned out they were horrible slavers, and so we defeated them, and so that we could set these poor slaves free.
Cool. Did you set the slaves free?
Not yet. We're about to. We just think that we know that they're under some sort of magical thing inside. So we have to figure out how to stop that to set them free.
Okay, have at it. So you gonna look at the wagons then?
Anybody have a skill of Arcana?
I do. Yeah, we look at the wagons.
Okay, make an Arcana check.
Come on, Arcana check. That was not very good.
Nope. Well, the doors appear to be warded by a glyph of some kind, but this is beyond your expertise.
Let me. I don't have a bunch in it, but I'll try just for the heck of it.
It's probably gonna go boom if you just try to open the door.
Do you guys want me to use my last remaining 5 points of lay on hands to revive the merchant?
That might be a good idea, and we could question him and get him to set them free. And if he does anything bad, we'll just horribly beat him up.
Wait. Remind me the rules on death saving throws.
Death saving throws, you make one every round.
Yeah.
And you just keep making them till you either fail or you live or die.
What's the?
So if you want to start making them now, you want to just roll and see how it goes.
Right, but what's the save or fail?
A 10 or higher is a pass. So if you want to roll d20, he's up. 20
Yeah.
automatically. He's up.
20 is an
okay.
automatic up.
He's automatic 1 hit point.
He's a little groggy. Oh, did I win?
Oh, man.
It really depends on what your determinations of winning. We
As soon as
stopped
he
you
hears
from
your
trying to
voice, he
kill-
puts his head in his hands.
You won because we freed you from the horrible control of your bodyguards, right?
You're free now, buddy.
Their death would have been swift. Why did you just kill me?
Because we would like to let these kind people that you've trapped in these things alive, but we do know that they're booby trapped. So if you try anything funny, we're just going to be more angry at you.
I'm gonna roll a persuasion check as well, and just
Okay.
I'll say, oh god,
Nice 8.
forget it.
No,
Not
keep
even
going.
gonna bother.
Keep going, buddy.
I'm
You're
gonna say-
committed.
All right.
Deimos, listen to me. We can fake your death. You can start your life over. That's what you wanted. Just help us free these slaves, and you're free of it. Free of it. We'll send you on your way. No one will ever know the wiser.
Oh, they'll know. They always know.
All right, that's my contribution.
Next. Did Milton? Do you want to try to
Did you
roll a
want me to
persuasion check?
Yeah,
To...
I'm gonna try it.
Okay.
Let's go. I'm kind of persuasive. Not
That's
this
enough.
time.
He responds
Don't
to
give
you
up
by
this
saying
one.
that he did no such thing as to trap innocent beings.
I'm gonna give it a go here.
Oh boy.
Where is this dude?
You gonna persuade or?
Boom!
Oh!
Boom!
I was expecting him to intimidate.
Yeah, I was expecting him to
Unbelievable,
intimidate.
but instead he uses persuasion.
Wow.
Deimos, listen. We all know this is
I'm
a bad
listening.
situation for you, no matter how it is. So take these 20 gold pieces,
Yeah.
set these prisoners free, and make what you can of your life.
So he tells you that he looks down at his hands, realizes he doesn't have his ring. He tells you the ring is the key, and then he skewers himself with his rapier.
Oh, I take the 20 gold pieces
Oh.
back.
He won't be needing this.
All right,
That's so
cool.
smooth.
Sweet.
All
He
right.
has opted for the quick death. You're
I persuaded him, guys. Did I do good?
You did really good. I pat you on the shoulder. Can
So-
I cast a spell? Can I heal him a little bit?
the merchant.
And no, Torix.
Oh, yeah,
as a
that's
reward
totally
for
fine.
his good deeds. Oh crap! Sorry.
You heal him for
Thanks.
4.
Yeah, I healed you for 4.
Don't
It's
be
better
sorry.
than
Thanks.
That's,
nothing. Good job,
let's get
everyone.
rid of your rage effect there.
All right.
Is he
I just
exhausted?
waved the signet ring up to the trapped caravan.
I mean, there's like a little lock.
I
Got it.
also
It-
put it up
it-
against the lock.
It fits in there and twists and
and
click
I twist it and I click it and it unclicks
yes.
and it's unlocked.
Uh-huh. There are
job.
Did it.
several. I mean, they're not. So if you look into the wagon, and there's basically like cots of people. Just there's runes all inside the wagons and stuff. And there's a couple. Oh, I don't know. 12 people per wagon
All right. We did a good thing.
in the 4 wagons.
Yeah, I got the. I'll let you guys deal with these prisoners.
uh,
And I just kind of stalk off.
sure.
I just go hang out inside the tent.
You gonna drink some beer?
Yeah, have a couple mugs of ale.
So you're gonna try to wake everybody up? You want to take a rest? What you want to do here?
We should probably take a rest after
Yes.
we. Well, we definitely need a rest.
Mhm.
I
So
don't
let's
know
try to
about
wake him and
rest.
rest.
Okay. So what are you gonna do? You just gonna? How you gonna try to wake him up?
Hey, wake up.
Yeah, that didn't work. There's glowing runes
Well, if
inside the
we-
wagon.
If
Did we do something with the ring? Maybe.
He used it to open it. There's another slot on the hitch behind the door.
Okay. Does it look the same?
Yeah.
All right, I'm coming.
Do you want me to take a? I'll take a look at Arcana, see if it's the same thing.
Sure.
Hey.
These sigils are clearly keeping them alive and asleep.
Alive and asleep.
Yes. Like some
This
sort
is
of
alive.
suspended animation. You've never heard of such a thing. This is clearly powerful magic.
But is it the same sigil that would free them?
Well, the little slot is the same as the signet ring.
Okay. So theoretically, the same thing, but do we want to let them go here, or do we want to bring them back to civilization somewhere? I mean, the good thing about here is we have a whole bunch of uniforms, so we could clothe most of them.
They're clothed.
Okay. And we have food here, so we can feed some of them. But then we need to find someone who could take to help them. And I don't know who that person is, because we were coming here to find that out.
Well, the soldier's like, I can get them to town if you can deal with the hobgoblin camp.
Hobgoblin camp?
Sold. Hobgoblins need smiting.
Looting and fighting. I'm down.
We should take a rest first, though.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm really nappy right now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You gonna wake up
I'll take first
the
watch.
slaves, or
We should
Yeah, I
wake up
say.
the slave.
Yeah, I say you wake them all up and then we'll rest.
so you stick the ring in the second slot, and it turns the runes off, and they all kind of start waking up, and they're very like, what is going on? Wait, where am I? Last I remember, I was in my town, and I have no idea where I am, kind of a thing.
Okay, so some really bad people attempted to enslave you and put you in these carts, and we're trying to free you right now. But please don't panic. We're just trying to get you out of these carts because they're like, with this magic thing, it's really bad. I wish someone else would talk. I'm very tired.
So the guy like people didn't do this to us. And let's see if I can. Oh, this'll do. They give you a description of something that looks kind of like that.
Blarg.
What is that?
But clearly it's labeled drow.
I mean, you know what a drow is.
Oh, wow.
Dear Lord.
That's not good.
No. I agree.
Nice staff.
So you kind of get them out, and you get them all kind of hunky dory, and give them some food and all that kind of stuff. And where's the button?
Bob number one.
No. So you get a short rest worth of time. Does anyone want to spend hit points or do anything or yada yada?
Yeah, I'm going to expend 2 hit die.
Okay.
So that's 2d10. Oh, hold on a second. I'm hitting the wrong.
I think you just grab the die that's there.
Yep.
Yeah, it still says I have 4. So I should do a hit
15
die.
hit points.
Rona also has a thing, I think, right? Don't you?
I think you explained it to me and then I went to sleep.
You have a song of rest,
Yes.
If you or any friendly creatures who can hear your performance regain hit points during the short rest, that creature gains an extra 1d6 hit points at the end of the
Ooh, I'll
rest.
take it.
Cool.
But you have to spend
that's
it. You have to spend a
Bardic
bardic
Inspiration.
inspiration. Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Let's spend some bardic inspiration. I'm singing a song. I love Akasha, if that's the way you say your name, and also that other guy who's the orc that I said he was awful, but I really didn't think he was that awful because he was
Torix,
really
did you want to
cool.
spend a hit dice to get some hit points back there?
Yeah, that what you just said.
As a note, I realized that I'm 1 hit point. My total hit points is 1 lower than I should have because of my draconic incarnation.
Haha.
So when we get around to it, so if you could set to
There we
22,
go.
that would be great.
Healthy now.
I will spend a hit point hit die as well.
You're only
they're
down
all
3 hit
for me.
points.
Oh,
I did.
think
I
you
forgot
did
that I
right.
added
Do that.
higher.
Yeah, I think you want to do it each individually, kind of a thing. Well, anyways, did you get it all everyone got it all figured out before we move on?
Hold on. What did you say, Ivy?
How do you
I-
do that?
How do you do what?
Oh, on your main screen, down at the very
Uh.
bottom, it says HD. Just drag one of those dice over.
And if
you'll
you
hear
if you
yourself.
did that, roll a d6 and also add that to your hit points.
Mm-hmm.
Which for Ivy just means that she's at full health because she's only 1 hit point left. Good, you rolled 1. Torix, you want to roll a d6 to get some extra?
Oh,
Oh,
roll a
yeah.
d6. Yes, I
Funny.
do.
It also subtracts it from the
Wounds?
from the number that you have.
2.
Oh god. Okay, that's cool.
So at 10 wounds then.
So I think you need to roll
We
it.
get any spells back?
No, just a short rest.
Short rest.
You've only got a short rest so
you can,
far.
You can expend hit points, but or
Yeah.
you can spend hit die, but that's it.
So I think Drachien, you need to like roll from that hit dice point.
Oh yeah. Let me do this again then. Do that, right?
Yeah.
And I'll do this. All right, I see what you mean.
Yeah,
Right,
and
and
then
then I
you
can
get-
do.
You get
The
8d6. Yeah.
Yep, and that brings me down to 0.
There you go.
Perfect. Nice. Ah ha ha ha! Fantasy Grounds is awesome.
Yes, it is. Check them out at fantasygrounds.com. Torix, did you add your 2 hit points back in?
Yeah, I just manually did it.
Great.
Wow.
Okay, so after about an hour, so enough time to get a short rest in, you hear a horn being blown from the direction of the front gates.
God. All right.
And is anyone going to go up and look?
I'm looking.
Yes, let's go look.
What do we
I don't know why they're all. I figure out if there's a way to do this that's not.
Oh God.
What is it?
It's
Friends.
the goblins.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
You see
And I just
coming
brought
at you couple of hobgoblins, an ogre, and a bugbear. And that's where we're going to end for the day.
Nice.
I'm out of spells.
Me too.
I'm not.
Hey,
Well,
but you
you
know what?
know.
It's a siege situation. We got walls. We got doors.
Yes, you do.
Sure.
All right, so thanks for watching D&D Night on DDOstream. You can check us out at check out DDO.com to learn more about Dungeons & Dragons online and join us every Sunday starting at 7 p.m. Eastern for tabletop gaming on twitch.tv/DDOstream. You can also find the full channel schedule on DDOstream as well. And usually we're live, but we did this as a recorded show just to accommodate schedules and stuff for the weekend. Please check out our sponsor, Fantasy Grounds, at fantasygrounds.com. Get started with your virtual tabletop gaming experience today. Also, you can visit DDO.com to find out more about Dungeons & Dragons online. That's how we all kind of met and started playing together. You can sign up there for a free account as well. You can follow us on Twitter. DDO is at DDO Unlimited. I am at DDOCast. DDO Players at DDO Players. Let's see. Damsels, Lessah, at Lessah, at Mythery 2, and at Salba Jade, I think. I don't have it all right.
Mythery 1.
Yeah,
Mythery 1.
Mythery 1. Okay.
It's good though.
That was close. And Fantasy Grounds, at Fantasy Grounds 2. And you can also check out DDOcast.com for our weekly DDO news and discussion show, DDOplayersnews.com for DDO Players News Podcast, and damselsofddo.com for the Damsels of DDO Podcast. You wonder how we met? Well, through podcasting. In any case, thanks very much for watching. We'll see you next month.